pools, patio furniture, poker tables, pool tables, everything you need to get on the pool or on the lake. So if you're looking to head out and you don't have your Chiefs inner tube to tube around the lake like a champ or to have out on your pool, shame on you. Get to Family Leisure. They've got all of that. We're going to be giving away specials, prizes, I should say, a couple times an hour.
Nice.
Right? Got to be present to win, so we call your name. You're not here, you don't win. So come on in. Maybe you can only stay here for 5 minutes. We'll try to time it when we're doing an offer. Maybe you can stay for 30 minutes. Maybe you got some shopping you want to do. Do that. We'll draw the name. If you're here, you win. And we'll see what happens with the prizes as we go, how many we get with folks here or not here. We're at K10 in Ridgeview. If you want to GPS it, 10440 Ridgeview Road. If you're going to GPS it, think in terms of the southwest corner of K10 and Ridgeview. If you ever go down K10, certainly if you ever go down Ridgeview, but if you go down K10, it's the big building that says Family Leisure on it.
Yep.
Grills, basketball goals. I don't even know. I lost count trying to think of how many things we have at our house that came from Family Leisure. It is literally your one-stop shop. If it's family and fun, get it. One of my favorite things we got here was a poker table, which we use way more for like games with the kids. It's multi-purpose. You can store stuff in it. It's absolutely fantastic. We've had that for more than 10 years, and it looks like it's brand new. You could come in here. I will caution you. If you come in here, you're going to want to go home with half the store, because that's how I am every single time I come here. And they've got a great sale going on right now you want to take advantage of. It's the final weekend, so you're like, listen, we got to get a spa. What would be better on a cool evening than getting in a spa, couple of Coronas, just relaxing at the end of a long day. They've got a great sale, and it ends this weekend. Sundance Spa's Wellness Sale. Right now, buy a Sundance Spa and get your choice of a free infrared sauna, a free fire pit, or a free love seat set. It's here at Family Leisure. K10 in Ridgeview. Get in here. You've been thinking, you know what, I'm tired of being sore and worn out and not being able to relax at the end of the day. Well, come on in and take advantage of it. They've got specials on swimming pools, along with deals on pool tables, saunas, discounted patio furniture. It is a great time to buy right now. They've got product coming in, and so it's time for you to take advantage of that and get out of here with a great deal. Mention A10, you can save even more. So tell them you heard about it right here on the program. And like I said, sign up right behind where I'm sitting. You can't miss us. We're right by the front door. You sign up, and if you're here, you're going to get a choice of almost everything up on the shelf. We got a lot of the goodies and toys and different things are going to be given away. We got different inflatables that you'll have that you'll want to enjoy with the family, like the Airhead Rebel Lake Tube, one-person tube, perfect for tubing out on the lake, a 60-foot tow rope, and an air pump all included.
Strong.
Ready to go. Ready to go. How about the, they got, I know later on we're going to be giving away, now this isn't in the first wave of prize packs, but later on we're going to be giving away a Wow Sound floatable Bluetooth speaker. In fact, it's playing all the way in the back of the store, and you can hear it all the way up here.
That's what I'm listening to. The tunes. That's off that?
That's
off
my gosh. Perfect speaker for the pool, the lake, the beach, even camping. Totally waterproof, dustproof, plus it includes a floating phone holder.
Strong.
You need that. That's almost a $200 value right there. So take advantage of that. Going to be giving away a Chiefs pool, lake, snow inflatable package. Includes 3 different kinds of Chiefs floaties, as well as 3 inflatable Chiefs pool noodles.
Strong.
I like the pool noodle because I like to, whack nephews with it.
You know what? I was just noticing that there's a thing that's kind of cropping up. I'm seeing a lot on TikTok. People will go through the parks or whatever, and a guy will carry 2 with him. And if he sees someone walking the other direction, it looks like they might be game, they just toss this unsuspecting person a pool noodle and try to square off with them. And they usually will all right, so in the middle of nowhere, they have a little pool noodle battle.
Little known fact, did you know that it's also a great water gun? You put it underneath, and then you blow through it, and you can maximum water gun, basically squirt somebody with it. That's a great way to do it as well. How about an Airhead Pongo Bongo Beverage Pong inflatable game? Inflatable beverage pong for pools, lakes, doubles as a pool float as well. They got the Viper 797 electric dartboard. You want to have some darts? I know I got a lot of friends that they're serious darts players. And, of course, they got their dartboards here at Family Leisure. Supports 40 different games, up to 16 players. Large electronic cricket display. That's a $130 value. Just going to be giving it away. You got to be here.
Wow.
You sign up, and we pull your number. We're going to have like 3 or 4 that you get to pick from. You pick yours, you're a winner. It's that easy. $100 gift card to use on toys and accessories here at Family Leisure. It's to be used today on anything on the toy and accessory table. In-store only gift card, so take advantage of that. They literally have everything you need to have fun with the family, whether it's a massage chair, whether it's maybe a theater seating. How about arcade games?
Love arcade games.
I love my arcade game, and I will tell you that when you come to my house, I do have the high score on Pac-Man, Frogger, and Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Frogger, and Galaga.
I've heard that once or twice.
Don't mess with the host.
No.
Every now and then our buddy Sean tries to come take down my Galaga score. I will slap the taste out of his mouth, or my wife will be thrilled because she won't have to worry about me because for 5 hours I'll be setting a new high score if he ever succeeds at it. Also, any purchase made before 6:30 today gets an extra 10% off.
Strong.
So
that's great.
What are you doing? What are you waiting for? We know you're not working, right? There's some rain in the forecast. So if you got to be indoors here, getting all the great things you need to get outdoors and enjoy spring, summer, fall. We have such great outdoor weather here. I'm going to tell you, we're outside at my house probably 10 months a year. You need a fire pit. They got those as well. And we like to get out by the fire pit even when it's cool. And there's times like in December and February, really like January, I think might be the only month we don't actually do something outside at some point. So if you don't have the right equipment, the right furniture, the right games for fun at your house, get here to Family Leisure. Sale runs through Saturday. Like I said, extra incentive to get here by 6:30 and make a purchase, an extra 10% off. Plus, we're going to be doing giveaways today. So come on out and join us. We're at Family Leisure, K10 at Ridgeview. That's basically the southwest corner of K10 at Ridgeview. The street address, if you want to GPS it, 10440 South Ridgeview. The star of the show, I want to reiterate, though, are those Sundance Spas. Their Sundance Spas Wellness Sale ends this weekend. When you buy a Sundance Spa, get your choice of an infrared sauna. Todd Lebo has an infrared sauna.
I heard that. He loves his infrared.
Well, you know Todd, cutting edge technology, all about the health. That's how Lebo rolls. You could also get a free fire pit, or you get your choice: free infrared sauna, free fire pit, or free love seat set. So, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. And you're shopping and purchasing at a great Kansas City company, locally owned and operated for more than a quarter century, right here in Kansas City, family owned. Come see us. We're at Family Leisure, one of my favorite spots on earth.
I can see why.
And my wife is like, "Are you going to buy everything?" Not right now, but it's my goal.
I wasn't kidding about the, spend half his check.
Yeah. And you just sign up right behind me. We got it right on the counter, and got a little sign-up card. And Easton will be happy to help you out, like he helped me out looking for my keys for 30 minutes yesterday that were at home and on the wall.
That's the weirdest thing. We kind of discussed the oddities of.
We're not going to get into it.
No, but it's just what even worse problems that could result in.
Somebody, 3 people: Easton, Kyle, and who else was with us?
Zach.
Oh, and Zach. Yeah, Zach. Zach came in midway. 3 people helped me try to find my keys in my car. And it went right up to showtime, and finally I'm like, the car would start. And I'm like, oh, so the keys are in here. No, they weren't in there. I'm not going to get into the details, but I thought, okay, my car is exposed to be stolen at any time. It was not the deal. Turns out they were at home. I have another mechanism to start it. I did not realize it was on me.
Want to hear a classic K-Dog
that's how
story?
helpful Easton is. He will
Yes.
spend 30 minutes helping you sign up to win here at K10 Ridgeview. He's got the time.
Yes.
So I know your story.
Which one?
Well, where Jerry took your keys.
No, that's one even dumber for me.
Okay.
Many years ago, I went to my friend Gary. He lives out in Overland Park. I lived in Raytown at the time. I drove out to his apartment. We all went somewhere and came back. And when we got back to his apartment for me to go home, I couldn't find the keys to the car I had driven out there. I looked all through the car, looked around, couldn't find them. Last thing, we finally decided he has to drive me back to Raytown to get the spare key. I got the spare key, drove all the way back to Overland Park, 75th and I-35, and then I looked under the seat again, found the keys. I found the original key.
Well, somebody clearly had the key, and then they put it back there just to see if you'd be doofus enough to go back and get it.
He stood there. He said not one word to me. He just turned and walked inside, shaking his head.
Not bad. Not bad. Well, I'm glad mine didn't require me to leave.
Yes.
But I did feel better when when I got here and a friend told me I did something like that. And I was like, okay, good. I'm not the only moron. So that did make me feel much, much better here when I found out that I'm not the dumbest moron ever to be hatched.
Nope.
All right, let's talk a little bit of Royals baseball here real quick to get started. Did last night's loss end are we turned back the wrong direction?
I don't know if I'd say.
What happened to you? What did you do?
You did something and turned me down.
I turned you that much, and I turned you back up, and you.
I got where did I go?
Yeah.
I went bye-bye. That's okay. I thought, was that story so bad you just decided to turn my mic off?
Yeah.
I didn't mind.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't mind.
We'll do what we got to do.
I've told some bad stories before.
I'm aware. All right, we'll talk about that. I want to talk some more college basketball today as well. As we'll have Blair Kirchhoff here coming up a little bit later on here in the program. He'll be with us in the 4 o'clock hour. In the 5 o'clock hour, Jeff Passon will join us. In the 3 o'clock hour, though, we'll play There Can Be Only One and Stump the Chumps.
I like my questions.
Do you?
I do. I have 29 answers on each one.
Well, we
I came to feed.
That's good, because when we're sitting side by side like this, I always have to turn my computer.
Because I'm a cheat.
You're a cheat. Well, you have better vision than me. You can see my screen, and
not without my glasses on, which I never have my glasses on because I can't read my computer with the glasses on, but I can't see more than 3 feet away with them off.
Okay.
So you're safe.
So we'll get to that. Let's begin today with some Chiefs football. Let's talk about some of the picks that are getting raved reviews out there. Matt Miller, who does a great job for ESPN, gave his top 100 best picks. These are the best picks, steals, and fits. In other words, basically picks that he thought that he looked at that he liked. And I want to decide whether or not this is good news or bad news for the Chiefs.
Depends on where you draw the line on the list.
Well, it is because they've got the number 3 pick, number 3 choice on his list, Mansour Delane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes you feel good because they traded up. They gave 3 picks to get him.
Yeah.
So that makes you feel good. Peter Woods came in at 51.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't have anybody again. They've got 4 in the top 100, but they don't have anyone again until 97 and 99. Garrett Nussmeier is 97, and Cyrus Allen just made the list at 99. So what are we to take away from this?
Good work at the top and not much else after, which may speak to the fact that they put a value they put assets, capital into the top and didn't have much left for the spots between those two things.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that is part of it. They basically have their 7th and 5th round that cracked the top 100. Again, it's kind of an amoeba of a topic that's there. It's his best picks, his steals, and his fits.
Yeah.
So it's a multi-pronged attack.
Yeah,
and I bring up where like they've got 4 in the top 100. Well, with 32 teams, everyone should have 3. That would be 96. So then there should only be 4 teams that have 4. If everybody did a good job, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 should have a 4th player on here. So they exceeded what is the average, but they didn't blow it away.
No, and if you want to cut it right at 96, they only had 2. They're behind the league average, but then you go one more pick. Oh, okay, they're 3.
Yeah, yeah. So
it's a weird little list.
Best picks, steals, and fits.
And by the way, the top 2 picks on his list, one was Caleb Downs, which is of note because that was the guy that the Chiefs could have gotten, certainly, and was a defensive back. 2, he says, Jermod McCoy, who I think there are some people who are not entirely certain whether or not he'll play again, but if you get a guy who could be, as he says, the number 10 prospect on his list, if he can play and they get him with the first pick of the 4th round, that's fantastic value. But
So I'm glad you brought that up because I talked with some people I know in the league, and I said, what's the deal on McCoy? I get it. He had knee surgery. Now he's going to have more knee surgery. Saw one thing written up saying, hey, it's not the actual ligament that's the problem. So for some teams, they're like, okay, not that big a deal. Well, clearly it is a big deal because he slid all the way to the first pick of the 4th round. So I said, well, what's the problem? And they said, well, there's some meniscus issues in there. They said this is going to be a maintenance thing. So do you remember when Dallas, who was the linebacker from Notre Dame that had the gruesome injury in the end zone of the bowl game, and the Cowboys took him, and I forget, and he finally played in like year 2, and he played pretty good, but then I don't think he ever got a second contract. If he did, it wasn't much because the injury was there. That's the way I was told.
Jalen Smith.
That I wasn't. His name wasn't invoked in the people I talked to, but that's what I was thinking in terms of, okay, will he get back out on a football field?
Yeah.
Yes, he will get back out on a football field. Is he going to go through all of your OTAs, all of your mini camps, and every practice and training camp, and then be ready to go 100% week 1? No. Like the way it was told to me is like, think of L'Jarius Sneed at the end of his time here in Kansas City where he wasn't practicing on certain days so that he'd be ready to play. And then, of course, Tennessee gives him a bunch of money, so they want him to do everything. And what's happened? He's barely played for the Titans.
Right.
So I think the Jamon McCoy –
he's even worse than he was here.
Yeah, so when Matt Miller picks that, I'm fine with that because in the 4th round, that's a place to take a shot. And maybe he exceeds the medical expectations. But I think that's a good – like when you wonder, like, well, why'd that guy slide? We should have got him in the 2nd. We should have got him in the 3rd. And I'm going to tell you something. He might have a really good first year. They might bring him along slow. And you're going to be like, oh, we should have taken him. Why didn't we take him? We shouldn't have traded up. We could have got McCoy in the 3rd round. They should have just taken the best player available at 9 and then got McCoy in the 3rd round. Let his career play out. This is the expectation for what his career is. So I think he is an interesting pick. Again, I have no problem with him being on that list because he's a 4th round pick. He's pick number 101, right? That's where he is, to a degree a fit, but could be a steal. But I'm going to tell you, I will wager that he will not end up being a steal. Because if you have him, you're going to always need 3 other corners.
Yeah.
Because you have got to plan on that he is not going to play 17 games plus playoffs if you're good enough.
Would you bet he's the first pick of the 4th round would be? Or is it? Do you think it's going to be in going for a possible steal?
Well, let me
he's
ask
more
you this.
likely to be a huge bust.
If you have 3 other corners, yes, he'll be worth that.
Worth the 4th round pick.
Yeah, he'll be worth it. But if you don't, and you're relying on him, because what do we talk about on defense? Like I think it's. I wonder, and maybe we'll put. And I actually had a project for Thunderdome, and I forgot to put him on it. But I wonder if the late Flyers defense ends up being in that category more than offense. Because I do believe very heavily in something Eric Eager, now the head of analytics for the Panthers, taught us a long time ago, that defense is a zero weakness side of the ball. Right. If you're on offense and your left tackle's okay, you can chip, you can leave a tight end home, you can help out, you can slide a guard, you can shade your protection that way. There are things you can do to kind of try to pick up on the weak spot. The defense is going to try to expose it. But if you have a weak corner, they're going to pick it apart.
We've seen that.
Yeah. So,
last few years.
It's to me just if you take him in the 4th round and you're counting on him to be your number 2 corner and then he goes out.
Yeah.
And now you're playing what is the reality of a 4th corner is having to play at least nickel snaps, which is most of your snaps, even with the turn to the run, then you're going to be picked apart.
When he started to fall, when he got through the 3rd round, I thought he's going 6 or 7. Someone's going to take a flyer of him in the end. I was surprised to see him go that early. To me, that's a guy you either kind of have a belief in, you take him earlier, or you don't, and you take him much later. First pick of the 4th round. I mean, that's essentially that's basically a 3rd round pick when you're taking him there. Top 100 pick. for a team that has a lot of holes to fill, and it's a guy who you don't know if he's going to see the field this year or in any meaningful way forward. So I tend to agree with you. He's much more likely to be a very regrettable pick than a steal. Has steal potential, but I think he's much more likely to be. They went for it, but boy, did they miss.
I think he is going to be a lightning rod when you're sitting around, drinking some Corona Premiers with the fellas, talking football. When he's playing well, the guy who wanted him is going to be like, see, I told you. Mm-hmm. And when he's inactive or IR'd for the last 6 games of the week, the guy who said, like, don't touch him is going to be like, see, I told you. I think he'll play. I just don't think he'll play all the time.
No.
And I think that the adage, a big part of your ability is the availability, is a huge part of it. And so that, to me, takes us back to one of the reasons why Matt Miller had Mansour Delane as as the number 3 pick is because, one, he's healthy, and I think for the Chiefs, if they didn't take him, there wasn't going to be another corner. I've given you another scenario about trading back. If it was possible, which I will tell you that we don't know, if it was possible, that there's a scenario where you could have played it differently. But if you came into this year and came into this draft and said, we got to have a corner, and you looked at it, he's the only one. If McCoy were healthy, you'd be like, okay, well, we'll go. Let somebody else take the lane at 6. We'll probably get McCoy at 9. McCoy's not healthy.
Yeah.
So, I think he is a big piece of the puzzle because he was the only other corner that people really consistently had graded up in that top 15 range.
Yeah.
He was the only other corner that I saw people saying he's a true first-rounder.
Yep. And the other one that went in the first round was taken 21 spots later, and was a guy I saw a lot of people mock. Now, I've been one of those guys that says, mocks aren't necessarily the end-all, be-all, but nobody had him in the first round. A couple people had him in the first round, but most had him as a second round, and the Dolphins took Chris Johnson at 27. So, Matt Miller says in this, he says, they're rarely that they pick that high, and he liked the fact that they maximized their rarity and aggressively pursued that guy. One of only 2 corners with a round 1 grade.
Yeah. So,
and it came at a high price as far as draft capital. But if he's multiple, 4 or 5-time Pro Bowler and a first-team All-Pro, and they're playing in February again, it's well worth it.
Yeah. 913-810-810, the phone number, 913-810-810. We're talking some Chiefs football to get things started here in the program. We're talking some fun at Family Leisure. Today is we're live at Family Leisure, and this weekend is the end of the Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Buy a Sundance Spa, get your choice of a free infrared sauna, fire pit, or love seat set here at Family Leisure. Plus, we're going to be pulling names and giving away some great items right here. All kinds of fun for around the pool, at the lake. We're going to be giving that away a couple times an hour here at Family Leisure. K10 in Ridgeview. You better know where it is. If you don't, go to familyleisure.com or just GPS 10440 South Ridgeview Road. Basically the southwest corner of K10 and Ridgeview. Anything you need, like maybe you need an umbrella for out by the pool, because that's going out the door right now. Yes. That was just purchased.
Happy customer.
You just heard the umbrella being pulled out of the stand. So you can come get everything you need to have fun this spring, summer, and fall, even in next winter. If you are looking for that poker table or pool table, shuffleboard, arcade games, darts, they got it all. It's at Family Leisure, one of the best places anywhere on earth. It's K10 and Ridgeview. You listen to the program live today at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview, giving away great goodies twice an hour. Got to be present to win, so come on by, do some shopping. If you're stocking up for the lake this year, your pool, maybe you need a pool, come on by. They got great specials going on right now on pools, on the pool tables, the saunas, discounts on patio furniture. Get here and buy before 6:30. Save 10% extra. What are you waiting for? Why wouldn't you get in here right now? You can sign up right behind me for all the giveaways we got. We're going to let you choose what you want. There's like 3 or 4 of them. You can take your pick of them. One of them we're going to be giving away later, the floatable speaker, which was booming in back a little while ago. Like it was all the way in the back, and we were hearing it all the way up here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is the real deal, whether it's the Airhead Rebel Lake Tube. Like I said, we're going to be giving away those Wow Sound floatable Bluetooth speakers. We're going to be giving those away later on today, but you can choose between the Chiefs Pool Lake Snow Inflatable, the Airhead Pongo Bongo Beverage Pong inflatable game, the Viper 797 electric dartboard, $100 gift card to use here today on some of the fun toys. It's all right here at Family Leisure. Remember, the sale runs through this weekend, but you get an extra 10% if you get in here by 6:30.
Yep.
That's more than...
That's a pretty good number to get.
That's a hell. If you're thinking patio furniture, that's a big savings.
Hell yeah.
So...
Hell yeah. That's a nice number just to get here a little earlier.
Run, don't walk.
Yes.
To Family Leisure is what I'm saying.
Show enough.
Pretty simple, wouldn't you say?
If every place said, hey, 10% off if you get here by 6:30, I'd be at a lot of places by 6:30.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
We're talking a little draft football here with you in the program. Did you see that Travis Kelce loves him some R. Mason Thomas?
I did not see that. I know a lot of people seem to.
Do we have so much draft coverage now that every pick you make is going to be loved by somebody?
Yeah. Yep. I am seeing a lot of people are kind of digging that one. CBS guy liked him. Field Yates liked him. Travis Kelce's on board, is he?
He's on board. In fact, his comment was, the guy's a maniac, I think. Here, let me see.
Like that.
Let's see here. Where is it? The guy is a blanking freak of nature in terms of athleticism and explosiveness. I can't wait to see how this guy gets after the quarterback. This is going to be a game changer at the edge position.
Nice.
Now, he is paid to play tight end, not to
right.
Not to play, not to be scout.
Not to scout defensive players, but I mean
But I would take his word for it to a degree.
I would too, because I would probably take his word for it over another defensive player who didn't maybe play that kind of position, because he goes up against. He's been playing football for 13 years. He's seen an edge or two in his day.
Yeah.
He's skiing for an edge or two, and he's seen the tape on R. Mason Thomas, so he probably knows more about that kind of a judgment than a lot of people would initially think.
Yeah, I like that Travis Kelce likes him.
Yeah.
It's better than him going, well, this guy sucks. Boy, I wouldn't have taken him. But I also think he's a team player. I don't think he'd come on and say that.
Yeah, right.
I don't think
he just
that'd be
wouldn't
the kind
say
of thing
anything.
to say. No, he'd just not say anything. But the fact that he's volunteering that on his podcast, I think, is a good sign.
Sure.
Let's start talking about what would be success for these picks. We've done it on Mansour Delane. We haven't done it on Peter Woods. What are you looking for from Peter Woods and R. Mason Thomas? What's going to make those successful picks?
For Woods, I think really for both of them, I think they've got to be starters. I guess with Woods and Thomas, sometimes those are kind of rotational guys. So I'm not saying week one we're going to have those guys have to be in the starting lineup, but Woods has got to be in the rotation frequently. He's not 10 snaps a game or 15 snaps a game. He's got to play, I think, pretty quickly and play often and well.
He's got to be a starter.
Yeah.
I mean, we know they rotate the defensive tackles, but he needs to have, barring injury, right, which happened at Omar Norman a lot, but barring injury, he needs to have the second most snaps
Yes.
minimum on the defensive line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or certainly out of the defensive tackles. But I don't know if George Karlaftis had 20 more snaps and he did fine. But amongst the defensive tackles, he has to be, and by a wide margin,
Yeah.
he has to be the second most used player on this defense.
He can't.
Let's
he can't
start
be
right there.
On the
And he can't just
shift.
be out there. To be out there, he's got to be out there and perform.
And performing, doing what he was expected to be doing when he got there, and that's pressuring the pocket. And then maybe you add the other things later. But he was drafted at that spot because he's a guy who can pressure the passer from that position, and we've got to see that pretty quickly. For Thomas, I think we've got to see what we've heard from him. I don't know that I necessarily need exemplaries or Player of the Week awards, but it has to be apparent. By the time we get to the end of the first season, you have to be able to look at him and say he's going to be a pressure guy. He's going to get sacks. Even if he doesn't get him right away, I think you've got to be able to see what they say they saw in him. And I think he'll get the opportunity to do that. Whether he succeeds or not is going to be a great determinant. But I think he could have 2 or 3 sacks, or even, but get to the end of the season and go, well, he was kind of lost in numbers. They didn't use this or that. But you saw what the coaches liked in him, and as he comes into his next year, impact player.
I think there's a couple of ways to measure their success. I think one of the ways will be that you look at them and you go, they put up numbers. Right, 7.5 sacks from Woods, or 8, 9, 10 sacks. Went off the edge. It should be easier to get sacks from Thomas. I think those would be ways to do it. But likewise, if it's 3.5 sacks from Woods and it's 4.5 sacks from Thomas, but George Karlaftis has 11 and Chris Jones has 14, then it's clear that they have improved what is going on around them and opened things up for them to be effective.
Yep. Yeah, I
so
like that call.
I think there are a couple of ways to make this a success, and so I think that will be, and hopefully it'll be both. To be honest with you,
right?
And they'll turn into the Broncos, stacking the quarterback 70+ times. I think that would be the most ideal. Let's get Jeff in here real quick. You're in the program, Jeff. What's going on? Go ahead, Jeff.
I just want to thank you for listening to you, what you do. I love your show, love the analysis, love the breakdown.
Thank you.
My question for you is, I want you, if you can explain this to me. It's hard for me to believe that in the entire draft, there is only one cornerback that would have fit our team. If that is true, and I find it hard to believe that of all the cornerbacks, only one would work for us, and that's why we moved up, because we thought he would be off the board.
Well,
by pick number 9.
let's amend your statement. I understand the point you're making, but they took a corner in the 4th round, so that's clearly not the case where they thought there was only one guy. They thought there was only one guy that was worthy of going that high. It was also the biggest need. Listen, I've said this before, Jeff. I don't think there's any way you can sit there and be like, best available. Well, when you moved up, I mean,
it's got to be for something specific.
Yeah, I mean, and so to me, we know they have a glaring need at corner. They lost 2 really good corners, one that's going to make $15 million and one that's going to make $32 million per year. And I know everybody acts like, well, they could just find whoever in later rounds. Yeah, but for the L'Jarius Sneed, there's a Josh Williams. For Jalen Watson, there's a Najee Johnson and Nick Jones, and they've had Kamal Haddon. They have drafted corners that haven't worked. So this was a guy that they said, this guy. That's why we say the bar on him has to be so high, because they used 3 picks to get him. He has to be an elite corner, and they obviously feel that.
And
he
I
is.
understand that. I agree with you with what we've done, that he has to be an elite corner because of the capital that we spent to get him. But could cornerback 2 at number 9, or cornerback 2 that we consider to be cornerback 2 in the draft at number 29, without us trading, giving capital away, would that have helped served our needs in essence, or is there really only
I hear
one?
what you're saying, and so it would have been the 3rd or 4th corner, because I think it was I need to let me open up the whole draft here, because I think 27, I want to say, is where the next corner went.
Yep.
And then but then at 29 you don't have Peter Woods, so you're going to get the 3rd best corner at that point, which is who went 3rd. Let's just say it's the same person that ended up going in this draft. I'll tell you that here in a second. But then, so tell me, who are you taking at 9, And who's the third best corner?
I probably would have taken Bain at 9 had Mansour been gone, and then I probably would have either taken a corner at 29 or taken Peter Woods at 29.
Which corner?
And then picked up whatever corner at 40. Whoever
Which
that would
corner?
have been at 40.
Which corner?
I don't know the draft that well to tell you. But,
right.
but
So,
that
well,
also
and
leads me
that's the thing is,
to
like,
my-
which I appreciate that honesty. I think that's the most important thing you said there, Jeff. They do. And they looked at it and said no on these guys.
I want to leave this one more thing as I go off and let listen to you. Is
Okay.
do we have a scheme problem with our cornerbacks that of all the cornerbacks there was only one that would fit our need? Is this a scheme
yeah,
problem?
I think you need to get Jeff. I really here's and I appreciate the call. And I'm going to let you go and thank you for the kind words. And I think you're asking great questions. And I think as you work your way through it, you get to why they did what they did. You're hung up on this. There was only one cornerback that can play for them. That's not it. There was only one cornerback that they thought could do everything in this draft and do it at a really high level, and they think he'll be great. Listen, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to put words in their mouth, but my assumption is that they think he is not only as good but better than Trent McDuffie.
Yeah.
And that he does everything. He's longer than Trent McDuffie, not a whole lot, but he's a little longer. He's faster than Trent McDuffie. They think he's going to be better than Trent McDuffie. But I don't understand why you can't get your arms around the fact that there isn't another corner as good as him. Like, turn it around the other way. This is why I always say, like, listen, these guys got these positions because they've done something successfully. Let's try to figure out what their logic was, because there was logic behind it. Okay, so what is it? And their conclusion, and frankly, the rest of the NFL agreed. No other team thought there was a corner worthy of going until 27. And then the next one went at 37.
37, yeah, Colton Hood.
So, like, I don't understand why that's, to me, that value, if corner had gone, 8, 10, 12, and 16,
Yeah.
well, I think everything you're saying makes sense. Why did they move up? Now, look, I will tell you, there is a scenario. Yes, they could have gone corner at 29. If you just go by the way the order they went, Colton Hood would have been the guy. He was the next corner to go. All right, and you take him at 29, then what D tackle are you getting? Right? Are you then taking Caden McDonald down at 40? No, because he's gone. So where are you coming back around and getting to the D tackle? You're going to take him at 40. Okay, so now you haven't got an edge. What's the edge you get? I mean, I understand. This is where I say it's one thing to sit there. If we're just BS some of their buddies over a couple of Coronas, we can just cherry pick the player. Well, there's this player that went 13 picks later, and he was great. Okay, tell me that player today. Otherwise, you're not actually going through what is the reality of the draft. 4 years from now, sure, I'll tell you the perfect draft they could add. I'll lay it out for you. But they don't get to do that. They had to pick it now. And based on their evaluations, and they're in the get it right business, they need to get it right, this guy was worth all of that to get him for this team. Now, again, I wish they weren't in this need business, and I have pointed to a number of times some of the big contracts they have. Trey Smith for one, Nick Bolton for another, and Chris Jones for another. Our contracts that I definitely wouldn't have all three of those contracts if I were running the show. And then maybe you could have kept Trent McDuffie, and you're not making that pick. Then you're sitting at 9, or you're rolling back, and you're getting other picks. Or you're not even at 9 because you were a better football team because you spent money on more players last year. It's a choose-your-own-adventure book every year in the NFL. 913-810-810. Let's take a break. We're going to talk some horse racing next here in the program. Welcome back here in the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB as we broadcast at one of my favorite places, Family Leisure, here at K10 and Ridgeview. We're going to talk some horse racing. Dick Gerard, he's going to join us here in a second. If you're getting ready to watch the Kentucky Derby, having everybody over, whether it's a watch party for the Derby, NCAA tournament, you need the theater seating. They've got that. They've got the massage chairs, and they've got an unbelievable sale going on. Great local company, locally owned and operated for more than a quarter century. It's the final weekend of the Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Take advantage of that. You buy a Sundance Spa and get your choice of a free sauna, a free fire pit, or a free love seat set. You can't do better than that. Plus, they've got all kinds of great specials throughout the store. Take advantage of swimming pool specials, free standard installation, along with deals on pool tables, saunas, discounted patio furniture. I got my patio furniture. I got my arcade game. Got my Gorilla basketball goal here. Got my trampoline here. What else have I got here? I can't even remember everything that we've bought here at Family Leisure. It's one of my favorite stores. We are thrilled to be here broadcasting live at Family Leisure, K10 in Ridgeview. Coming out, we're doing giveaways each and every hour, so you can win some free stuff. All you got to do is come out and enjoy it. We're right here on the, just consider it the southwest corner of K10 and Ridgeview. We're not far from where the new Chiefs practice facility will be one day. So come on out and check out Family Leisure. Dennis Jr., they are great folks to work with, to deal with. All the people here are great. They can help you out with any questions you have, whether it's grills, whatever it might be. Come on out here to Family Leisure. We'll be here till 6 o'clock. The sale goes through the weekend. Take advantage of that. Now let's talk some horse racing. I mentioned you can check out Bet Online for the most up-to-date odds and props on the 152nd running of the Kentucky Derby. Go to betonline.ag. We welcome Dick Gerardi into the program. Iconic name in the world of horse racing, analyst, columnist, journalist, handicapper. He joins us to talk some Kentucky Derby here in the program. Dick, how are you, sir?
I am doing fine. Yourself?
Doing very good. What do we think of this year's field? Do we have, is this a classic field? Do we have some great horses in here? Is it an okay field? What do you think overall?
I think we have a very evenly matched field with a lot of very consistent horses who have been given good performances all of 2026. But what we don't have is, say, like a huge standout like Justify in 2018 or American Pharaoh in 2015, horses that went on to win the Triple Crown. But a lot of promise, a very good betting race. Renegade, the favorite at betonline.ag at the moment at 5-1, but you could make a case for, I don't know, half a dozen 8 horses to possibly win the race.
So what does that mean historically? I mean, does the horse that's considered great coming in, always end up being, one of the top horses, or how often does a field like this does a horse emerge? They're so young, they're 3 years old, so these horses, I would think, I'm guessing, you're the expert, could make gains and leaps and bounds. How often does a horse emerge from a field like this where, like, wow, okay, it is that horse's time. They are great. We just didn't see it necessarily in the lead up, or maybe they didn't run enough to know it coming in.
Yeah, I think all of those things are true, and it happened just last year with Sovereignty, right? He had run second in the Florida Derby. He had shown promise, but then he absolutely blew up at the Kentucky Derby, and then, of course, he went on to win the Belmont Stakes, and he won the Travers, and he was the 2025 Horse of the Year. So, yeah, that could absolutely happen on Saturday, that some horse that's, been good just goes from good to great, because they're just it's like the trainer's getting him ready for that one huge race, and they don't race that much anymore. So it's not as clear. Back in the day, they'd race 10, 12 times before the Derby. You'd have a much better picture than we do now.
How about the influx of Japanese horses? I know this is one of the storylines that's been out there. We've seen that, some of the Saudis had gotten into the horse racing, but the Japanese horses are now starting to become a factor. We've got a couple of horses in this one.
No question. And the Japanese owned and bred horses have proven over the last, say, half a dozen years, even going back a decade, that they can compete around the world. Forever Young finished a very close third in the Derby 2 years ago, and you could make a pretty good case that he was the best horse in the race, a little unlucky. Well, he's gone on to win over $30 million, which is the most of any horse in history. He came back to the U.S., won the Breeders' Cup last year at Del Mar. He's won the Saudi Cup twice. So, yeah, Japanese horses are going to break through and win the Derby. And for me, I hope it's this year, because I like the non-Bourbon, the 7. He is a Japanese-owned, trained, and ridden horse, but he's a Kentucky bred. He's a son of Maxfield. It was a really good horse. Ran in Kentucky a number of years ago. I just think that the videos of his 3 races in Japan have been awesome. The unknown, of course, is first trip to America. The trainer and the jockey have no familiarity at all with the Derby, so you're taking a little bit of a chance there. But he's hanging around 13, 14, 15 to 1 at betonline.ag, so I do like the price.
Getting to Japan is a difficult trip for a human being, for sitting on a plane and what it takes. I mean, what's the history of making that kind of trip for a horse? Or am I wrong? Is it no? It's actually more comfortable. You know, it's like they're standing up anyway. It's no big deal. Like what? How does that affect a horse?
Yeah, I think different horses, different ways. So like he came from Japan, eventually got to Chicago, and then took a van from there to Louisville. So yeah, that's a long trip for sure. But they have ways of getting these horses to relax on these long trips. And sometimes relaxing is okay. Sometimes they'll give them a tranquilizer just so they don't act up or go nuts on the plane. But yeah, no, it's something you have to consider. But unfortunately, it's one of those things you just don't know what effect it might have or will have on any horse until they run the race.
I'm fascinated by the idea of other countries saying, okay, we want to be successful at this. Is this one stable in Japan? Is it one family? Is it a corporation that said, hey, there's an investment to be made here? Like what spurred on the success of Japanese horses here over, like you said, the last half dozen years?
So, yeah, no, it's a great question. So what happened was 1989 Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner Sunday Silence. For some reason, they just didn't want him over here as a stallion. So he ended up going to Japan. And his sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, they almost all trace back to Sunday Silence. And over time, the Japanese have just built up their industry to such an extent that they now have horses and bloodlines that can compete around the world. And they sometimes come over, as they did in the case of the non-bourbon, and go to the American sales and buy horses and take them back to Japan. And it's as popular in Japan as baseball is. The two greatest gambling countries in the world on horse racing, the amount of money bet, are Japan and Hong Kong. So it's a very thriving industry, and they didn't really leave Japan much until more recently. I just think they weren't sure they could compete. Well, they clearly have proven now that they can compete. I mean, like when the Japanese horses first started coming to the Derby, you just said, well, they got no chance. But if you say that now, you're just not paying attention to the trends.
We're talking to Dick Girardi. He's fantastic when it comes to breaking down the horse racing, breaking down of all kinds. Legendary handicapper. You've done it all, Dick, and we always appreciate these conversations leading into the Kentucky Derby. Are we watching a changing of the guard amongst the American trainers? Bob Baffert has only one horse in this Kentucky Derby. He's been at this for a long time. He's kind of been the guy for a long time, and now he's only got the one horse where – doing some reading on this. Brad Cox, for instance, has 3 horses in this Derby. Are we watching a changing of the guard when it comes to the trainers?
I think that, look, Baffert's always going to be a player because he has so many people that want to throw so much money at him. Like his horse Patente cost $2.5 million. It just, this year, the horses that he thought were going to be the ones just didn't make it for one other reason. By the way, he did have another late entry. He's actually got 2 in the race. Litmus Test. Okay. Kind of a late decision. And Cox, you're right, he had 3 this morning. Now he's got 2 because full effort at some kind of an issue, and he's the 20. He's going to be scratched. But yeah, it's Cox and Chad Brown and Todd Pletcher and Bill Mott, who won the race last year. He's back again with Chief Wallaby and Baffert. I mean, they're some of the biggest names in the sport, and they have half the starting gate. And that's kind of the way it's going to be, and it has been for a while, because they have the owners that have the big money that are buying those kind of horses that typically could get to the Derby.
Any great stories when it comes to the jockeys in this year's Derby?
Yeah, probably the best one, if you go back to 2004 with Smarty Jones, Stuart Elliott was the winning rider. His son is going to ride in the Derby this year. His son was not born when Smarty Jones won the Derby in 2004. So here, 22 years later, you have Christopher Elliott is going to get his shot. He's on Right to Party for Kenny McPeak. So that's kind of a cool story when you have a father-son Derby combo.
Did I read about Irid Ortiz rode a number of those? We were talking about Cox, the trainer, that he rode a number of his horses and was winning on each of them. And now did he get his pick of which one he would ride?
He did. So what happened, it's really fascinating. He won. Irad's, one of the champion jockeys, certainly one of the 2 best. He and Flavien Prat would be. He said 1, 2 in some order in the U.S. That would be the order. He won 4 of the final major prep races on different horses. Full Effort for Brad Cox, Commandment for Brad Cox in the Florida Derby, Further Ado for Cox at the Bluegrass, and he also won the Arkansas Derby on Renegade for Todd Pletcher. And he ended up choosing Renegade. He and his agent got together, and that was the decision they made. And some people are saying, well, that must mean Renegade's automatically better. Well, it doesn't work that way. It is horse racing, and sometimes jockeys will make mistakes. And I think ultimately what the decision came back down to, and I'm sure he thinks Renegade's the best horse, he and his agent go way back with Todd Pletcher and Mike Rapoli, the owner. I think there was a loyalty factor, and that's why he decided to run Renegade.
How about the post positions and the weather? What is that going to factor into this race?
Yeah, the last I heard on the weather, we should be okay. Should have a fast track on Saturday. I mean, there's been some rain around all week, but I think we should be good by Saturday. And the post positions are one of those kind of imponderable things. You can spend hours looking at it and then go, well, this should happen, that should happen, and then you're in the 8 post and the horse to your right breaks out, goes to your left, and the next thing you know, you're last. So it's often about the luck of what happens after the stall doors open and actually where you're starting.
All right, so you mentioned that we've got a fairly even field. So what does that mean for if you're going to be putting some money down on the event? Like, what's the way to attack this betting wise?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Denon Bourbon to win. I think again at 15-1. I'm also going to play some exactas with the Denon Bourbon and Further Ado. And one of the other cool things, there's all these great prop bets at Bet Online. One of the new ones they put up this year were Kentucky Oaks, Kentucky Derby doubles, meaning if you can come up with a winner of both. Let's say you like Irad and you like Todd Pletcher and Mike Rapoli. Zany is in the Kentucky Oaks tomorrow night for that crew, and then Renegade the next day. If they both win, you can get 25-1 at Bet Online at the moment for both of them. And just think, if you're live in this, if you have Zany, if she gets home, now all of a sudden you're sitting at 25-1 on Renegade, who's going to be 5-1 in the race. So you're in a really good spot. And there's a ton of those kind of props there, like will a Brad Cox horse win? That was 9-5. That's gonna trend up a little bit now that Full Effort's out of the race. But all those kind of different. There's so many different ways to play this thing, and I definitely recommend checking out Bet Online for the latest odds and all these cool props.
Yeah, you mentioned the props. Like, so I didn't hear you mention like whether or not Tom Brady was going to be the first celeb shown. You're not going down that road. That's not your expertise.
It isn't. But I will say this: there's one that says who will be seen first, Rick Pitino or Andy Beshear, who's the governor of Kentucky. I don't think Rick is going to be there. So that's a pretty easy bet because the governor's presenting the trophy.
Yeah. All right. So basically, will Pitino be there? Does he?
Correct.
Or does he get there and get on camera before the trophy gets presented? That's basically what that comes down to.
Yeah. And I think if he's there, they probably would find, and he's certainly friends with Mike Rapoli. So, I mean, Mike Rapoli is benefactor for St. John's basketball. So maybe Rick is coming. I know he hasn't been in a few years, but if you can find out, and I'm friendly with him, I could text him. It'd be kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Rick, are you going? No, I think I'll bet it all on Governor Beshear.
And does Pitino still have horses?
He does.
Yeah,
He's definitely involved. I don't know that he has any piece of Renegade, but again, he and Mike are longtime friends. Mike Rapoli is a St. John's grad. He's the vitamin water guy. He's sold his companies for billions and is very, very invested in horse racing. Is desperately trying to win the Derby, and Renegade is certainly one of his best chances he's ever
had. And last question before I give you my final four, and that is any of the other the Oaks races or any of the races earlier in the day, is there anything that's notable that people should be looking for in some of those?
Yeah, on Saturday in the Pat Day Mile, Baffert has a horse named Crude Velocity. I think he's the best horse and the best 3-year-old he has. So that's a horse you want to take a look at. He's probably going to be the favorite, but yeah, Crude Velocity in the Pathé Mile on Saturday for sure.
Okay. We're talking to Dick Girardi, horse racing analyst, columnist, journalist, handicapper. He has done it all in the horse racing game. Time for our final four. Let's start with this. First of all, are you a fan of the buggy races? My friends used to go to that in Jersey. Do you know where they pull the? I'm probably not even using the right term, but you know what I'm talking about.
Harness
racing.
Yeah.
Yes. Are
Yeah,
you?
yeah. And look, I'm not a huge fan, but people that like it, it's fine. I have no problem with it. But yeah, I'm more of a thoroughbred guy. But yeah, harness
Okay.
racing's big, very big in New Jersey.
Yes, it is big in Jersey. All right. What about a quarter horse fan? You a fan of that at all?
Haven't spent much time at the queues. I mean, I like the fact that they end in a hurry. You don't have to worry about it. It's not like that in a ball game where you got to sit around for 3 hours agonizing. They're over in 20 seconds. I like that part of it.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite track? If it's the Derby, then you can say the Derby, but then give me another one.
Del Mar, north of San Diego, right on the Pacific Ocean. Awesome place. Love it.
Yeah, just pretty much anything involved with San Diego is usually a pretty good bet there. All right, and then over the years, who's been the best trainer to talk to? Who have you gotten the most from or enjoyed talking to the most?
Great question. Probably Baffert. I've been friendly with him through the years. Obviously, he's been a major Derby player for 30 years. Very accessible for a guy. He's probably the biggest name in the sport. So, yeah, I would say Bob. He's always got something to say.
That's great. Dick, hey, thanks so much. We appreciate it. You mentioned it. All kinds of great props and everything that folks can get over to at Bet Online. So we encourage you to do that and have fun with the races. Dick, it's always great talking to you, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
All right, what player holds the record for points scored in a single quarter of an NBA Finals game? Brought to you by Twin Peaks.
be only one right answer. There can also be only one Family Leisure. K10 and Ridgeview, Kansas City's best. Dennis and his staff have been serving Kansas City for more than 25 years. Locally owned and operated. Of course, great here at Family Leisure. Great in the community, too, as well. I'm going to tell you that this doesn't get talked about a lot, but I know Dennis gives back in a big, big way. Family Leisure does in the community. Certainly appreciate that. I have seen Dennis at work in the community. So I'm just going to tell you. That right now.
A lot of people have because
Yes.
he's out there a lot.
Yes, but they're a great, great company, and they got a big sale going on right now. What a great – I mean, if you're going to have a business to own something where people come in and buy things where they're just going to have fun with,
Yeah.
does it get any better?
No, everyone who leaves is like, yeah.
They are the opposite of the life insurance salesman.
Yes.
You know, which is an important thing. I'm not trying to knock life insurance, but it ain't a fun topic. All right, so you're dead. And then so you're having the time of your life. You're at the pool. You got every floaty. You got this wonderful patio furniture to sit and have some lunch. Then the kids are getting back into the pool. They're getting on the floaty. It doesn't get any better. It's like the greatest, most fun, entertaining business, and I think it's one of the greatest places. I was just back. You know my Adirondack chairs?
Mm-hmm.
They have a new style.
Oh.
That's like a rocker, like a glider rocker.
Did they need to be even more comfortable?
Oh, it is.
Those things are ridiculous.
Man, how comfortable are the regular Adirondacks?
It's well, the first time I saw one, I went, no way.
No, exactly.
And I sat in it and I went, I'm not getting out of this thing.
No, and
this is where I live now.
It's not like it's like all kinds of cushions, everything. It's just like perfect. It's so
Yes.
comfortable. Great patio furniture. Whether it's the wrought iron or what do they call it, cast iron? I don't know what the term, but the metal, for lack of a better term. But they got the wonderful. It's like a plastic that comes in all colors, but it looks like wood. So you can get the wood that makes it look like wood. I went with the colors.
Yeah.
The orange and blue.
Yep.
I love it. They got basically every
Big
color known to
Bronco
man.
fan.
Get the cup holder on it, and I'm going to tell you, absolute.
Oh, they're terrific.
I will not brag about how many times I've literally fallen asleep at night, just sitting there looking at the stars because I'm so comfortable. It is awesome. Come on out and see them. And they're here at Family Leisure. I'll tell you, the star of the show, though, is the Big Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Buy a Sundance Spa. Get your choice of a free infrared sauna, fire pit, or love seat set. We're giving away every half hour. If you're here, you got to be present to win. So if you can't be here, we get it. But if we don't give something away, then we'll give it away later. So there's going to be more things to choose from. So I know we had one person, we drew it. They weren't here. So it's going to be more giveaways later. So the longer we go that we don't give one away, the more we'll have as the day progresses. So get in here. Plus, you make any purchase today here at Family Leisure. K10 and Ridgeview, that's 10440 South Ridgeview. You get an extra 10% if you purchase today before 6:30.
You mentioned the difference between this and life insurance. The only thing I learned in 8 years of working for a business seminar company was no one likes to be sold stuff, but everyone likes to buy things.
There you go. Well, this place.
This is a place you go to buy things.
Yeah,
it's fun.
We're going to be giving away a Wow Sound floatable Bluetooth speaker that's booming from the back. We can hear it all the way up here. It floats around in the pool, on the lake. It's perfect. I got all kinds of floaties that we're going to be giving away. The Airhead Rebel Lake Tube. So if you want to do some tubing this summer out on the lake, how about the Chiefs Pool Lake Snow Inflatable Package? 3 different kinds of Chiefs floaties, as well as 3 inflatable Chiefs Pool noodles. Great value there. Going to be giving that away. You can just get it. Just come on out. You got to be here. Got to be present to win. Sale runs through Sunday. So come on out to K10 and Ridgeview. Family Leisure. I was also checking out, they've got a ping pong table that's like all wood. Like it's
nice.
wood, like instead of being like green or it looks like, so like if you're like, I want a muted, subtle.
Yeah.
Look, it looks like it's wood. It's got the markings on it so you can play ping pong, play doubles, and you got the sides and everything if you need it. But it was like, oh, wow, that's really cool.
I have to go mess with it. I'm a pretty damn good ping pong player. I have to go check that out later.
All right, you have to come on one of the baseball trips. We've got some high-level ping pong that gets played.
I'm not like the Olympics where they hit crazy shots and they're 20 feet from the table. I'm not that good.
No, you just got to watch my buddies JB and Dennis play. Watch, and bring your own paddle because Dennis will smash a couple when he doesn't win. So we got that going for us, which is always nice.
Sand paddled or padded?
They're the I don't know, regular.
Some of them have the pads. Some of them that you can have like sandpaper, so you don't get the they're not
it has
cushioned.
that. It has that. It's like rubber.
Some people are on the other side. Yeah.
Okay.
Strong.
It is time for a little There Can Be Only One. Petro, Seaboldt, Collier, Kurtis, and I here at Family Leisure back in the studio. We welcome Todd Lebo and, of course, the icon, the legend, the author, the man about town, Peter Yates-Enoch. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing great.
Does your wife know that you leave that place broke every time you do a show there?
She's aware.
God, yes. When I left the house today, she said, please don't come back with the whole story.
Well, I'll tell you that is a great place out there, though. I love that place.
They I mean, literally, like, you need umbrellas, like, for your table. You need a table and chairs with an umbrella for outside. They got I want to get the new replace. There's literally nothing wrong with the table and chairs that I have right now, but there's one that has the Lazy Susan in the middle of it, so you can put, your ketchup, your salt, your pepper, whatever on it, and spin it around so everybody can get it.
Oh, those.
It's fantastic.
Well,
It's
everything
fantastic.
you buy out there lasts forever, and the only reason you buy new stuff is because you like it. It's just new.
That is honestly, that's my problem, Pete.
Yeah.
Is that, like, the stuff lasts so long?
It
Like, I
does.
don't really need new Adirondack chairs,
No.
but I'm thinking about getting these new rocking ones, or
Exactly.
at least maybe like half of them as the new rocking
Exactly,
ones.
my friend. Exactly.
So, yeah, they do a great job.
Yes,
Come
they
see
do.
them and tell them the program sent you. And like I said, buy before 6:30 today. You get an extra 10% off. So if you're hearing me at work, just get by here on your way home. Get in here by 6:30, and any purchase 10% off. So come on in and take advantage of that. Gentlemen, we ready for a little There Can Be
Let's
Only One?
go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
All right. Who did we? I had a way I was going to mark who went first. Was I bolding? Who went first? Do we know who went first last
You
week?
went first
I'm trying
last
to-
time.
Yeah, there it is. You're right, because
Ah.
I have it bolded. That's what I did. So here we go. We're going to no, I think Kurtis went first
Oh.
Ah.
because I was bolded the week before. But pretty good memory, Pete. Not great, but pretty good. Lebo
Better than
Yes.
mine.
gets to lead us off today. Kansas City Royals. Who will lead the Royals in on-base percentage this year? And I'm talking about you have to qualify for the batting title. So,
Someone
if
with
the
30
catcher that's
at-bats.
been up for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
who right now has like a 480 on base, if he goes down never again, no, you gotta qualify for the batting title.
I haven't looked at it recently, but I'm just going to say Bobby. I mean, he's walking a little bit more, and I think he's going to come around, so I'll say Bobby.
Come on, Bobby Witt Jr. For one Todd Lebo. All right, Pete.
I'd be a fool not to go with him because I think he's starting to see the ball better now, and that's pretty good when a guy that good sees the ball. So I like him. Yeah.
All right, Kyle.
Yeah, Bobby's getting hot. It's his race to lose. Give me Bobby.
He doesn't walk. He's walked more, but is that going to continue?
Don't know.
I was thinking I was going to go Vinny Pasquantino, but now I'm worried about the qualifying. So this question was better when I wrote it before Vinny left the game. I wrote this one last week. I just realized I probably should have checked it before we rolled in. But I'll go with Bobby. Kurtis?
I'm going to go Carter Jensen.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. That's the other one I was thinking about.
It's a wild card.
Well, isn't he leading right now?
354 now. Bob, of the players who would qualify,
Doesn't have enough. Doesn't
Bob's
have
at 366.
Oh, Bob is up.
But-
Okay.
Jensen's the one. I think he would probably have enough. He's got 99 plate appearances.
Oh,
at the
does
moment,
he?
354. So he's close.
Yeah, he's doing
playing
pretty
a lot.
good. He's doing pretty good. All right, Kyle, tell me, who wins the Mackley Hill Award this year?
It's the rookie.
That is
of
the
year.
Chiefs Rookie of the Year.
I knew that.
Why are you laughing?
I just that he might go. The what?
I think he
He
knows
knew
what the
it.
Mackley Hill Award
I was
is.
just waiting for you guys just to make sure we were on the same page, that we all knew what it was.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Kyle.
Yeah.
No, I had no idea. Let me go. Let me go with Mansur Delane.
Man,
Feels like an
Delaney
easy
takes
cliche
the chalk.
pick, though.
He takes the chalk. I'm down with Peter Woods. I think the D tackle's going to get it done. I'll go Peter Woods. Kurtis?
Tempted to go with Emmett Johnson, but I'm going to go with. I'll go with R. Mace.
R. Mason Thomas for Kurtis. Lebonics.
Got to be R. Mason Thomas. I can't not go with my Sooner.
Oh, wow. What a cop-out.
Not a cop. He's gonna
Pete?
probably have like
I'm
8
gonna-
sacks or something.
I'm going to
Come
go
on.
with the son of the former governor of Missouri, Pete Woods.
Pete Woods, yeah. I didn't know that,
Woods.
son of the governor.
Yeah,
that right?
wasn't it Harriet Woods? Wasn't she the governor?
I don't
or
think that's
something?
his son.
No,
think
I
that's
don't
his
either.
son,
I don't believe so
Yeah.
either. But I
Even
mean,
if he is
same
the second
name.
Pete Woods to.
Yeah, second
Yeah.
Pete Woods.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I like him. I'm like you, Soren. I really like that pick a lot. If he plays anywhere near, I mean, he had an off year last year. He was injured, but this guy's a hell of a ball player.
Yeah, I think he's going to be pretty good. I think
Yeah,
they're going to
I do
use
too.
him better than that coaching staff did
Yeah,
last
I
year
did
at
too,
Clemson.
yeah.
I think we'll see more of what he looked like as a sophomore.
Why didn't
They were
Clemson
projecting him to
win?
be a top 10 pick.
Every other player was picked from Clemson this year. Why didn't they win?
Bad quarterback.
Well, that's true. Klubnik.
Well, he got picked too, Todd.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make maybe he's good.
God, they had a lot of
Somebody
guys
thinks he
picked.
could be
He
good.
was the number 1 player in the country, and he got picked in the 5th round. He ain't that good.
Well, no, he doesn't
Where'd
seem
Spencer
like it.
Rattler go?
You know, he went like 3rd round or something. Ahead of that,
No, he did not.
I think he did.
No, he did not go 3rd round. No, he did not.
Something like that.
Spencer Rattler. He might have been an
And
undrafted
that's
free
not a
agent.
great example to make me feel good about anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not about your feelings, Todd. You've had a vacation
Yeah,
every
it's
other
all
week for
about
2
you,
years,
huh?
So
Yeah,
5th
poor
round.
Oklahoma people. God.
crying out
5th
loud.
round for Rattler.
5th round. Thank you. Stop with your 3rd round.
When was
nonsense.
Cade Kublinik picked?
He might
Klubnik?
be.
Yeah.
He might be an undrafted free agent.
No, he got picked.
Did he?
He got picked. I think he went. Did he go like 6th?
4th
or
round.
something?
He makes it
Really?
clearly better.
Clearly better.
Clearly
Much
better.
better.
Wow,
The
yeah.
Jets and
better.
Saints, 2 of the best organizations in football. What could go
They
wrong?
don't miss.
Well, you're kind of cranky today. What's your deal?
Don't be throwing Spencer
your
Rattler in my
problem,
face.
Todd?
Blah.
Blech.
All right. Darren Peterson averaged 20.2 points per game last year. What does this year's number 1 player, Tyron Stokes, average next year for the Jayhawks? I'm up first. I think he's going to play more into what.
And play more.
they
That's
want.
that's all they want. Just play more. Yeah, there you go.
Well, but it's a points per game thing. Peterson was super efficient in his minutes. I think Stokes is going to play more. I think he will lead the team. Give me 21.2. He'll be a full point per game more, but he'll do a lot of other things better. Curtis?
I'm going to say 18-5.
18.5. No confidence in the number 1 overall recruit, says Curtis.
More confidence in Kenny to be the other one of the
Okay.
other scores.
Okay. Todd Lebo.
20's a lot for a freshman. And
There's only, what is it? He was only the 4th, and I don't even know if he'd count because he didn't play enough games, but there's been him, Big Dub, Wayne Simeon, Frank Mason, I think, his last year.
Mhm.
Jalen
Wilson?
did it. You'd be shocked, but you go back and you look, he did it.
Wow.
And there might be one other, but they're all just barely over 20 when they do
yeah, I
it.
think I'll do like 19.6.
19.6, says Todd. Okay. Pete?
He won't take the threes that his predecessor did. I think we're looking at about 16-2 there.
16.2. Pete, all right. Cal, what are your Jayhawks going to get out of Stokes?
Remind me, Soren, yours was 21?
Mm-hmm.
21.2.
21.3.
There you go.
What
Put
a
it on
punk.
him. Put it
What
on
an
him.
absolute punk.
Ah.
What a punk. Remember when we were boys?
Yeah, a long time
That's
ago.
No more. Yeah,
No, I don't.
No more. All right, Curtis, you've got the lead on this one. The offensive rookie of the year in the NFL will be who?
Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL will be, I'm going to say Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, with a Y.
Jeremiah, right?
Jeremyah.
That's what I said. Jeremiyah.
Yes.
J.
I
Love's
didn't hear
good
the
enough.
second E. I think he went straight from the R to the M. I think you missed the second E.
Jeremiah.
No.
Jeremiah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But I had the
Bullfrog.
Y in the wrong spot, so we both screwed that up.
Jeremiah was
The
an
Bullfrog,
offensive rookie of the
yeah.
Was a
year.
card? No.
What do you got, Todd?
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's go with Mendoza. Let's go.
Ooh, Francisco Mendoza from the Las Vegas Raiders. So Todd thinks the Chiefs can't stop him. He says
No, he'll get stopped
Mendoza.
twice this year.
Okay, that's it. All right, there
Is
you
he
go.
playing
That's
him
better.
twice?
Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raiders twice.
Huh.
Who you got, Pete? Jeremiah Love, Tate, the wideout.
Well, you
from
know
Ohio
what? I
State,
picked Jeremiah
Tyson.
Love. I picked Jeremiah Love to win the Heisman Trophy, and I damn near got him too. But I think I'll take Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
I like him.
Cal.
Yeah.
Cal?
Let me go Makai Lemon.
Makai Lemon. Did not see that one coming.
He'll
All
be in
right.
trouble. Isn't he with the Cowboys?
No, he's an Eagle.
Oh, Eagle.
He's an Eagle. Well, that's still
There's
a
never a problem
disaster.
on the Eagles sideline.
Yeah,
That's
never,
true.
Never
Got
any
his
problem.
library card. He's going to read books in the sideline. He's ready to go.
Yeah, right.
All right. I, too, will go with Jeremiah Love. That's who I had in there. The defensive rookie of the year will be, and this is Lebo who gets the honors.
Well, it's R. Mason Thomas. No, I'm kidding.
You can go for it. Show some heart.
No, I won't do that. But it's I like I don't like what I've seen and heard from Arvell Reese. But you don't have to be smart to get the quarterback. Both those guys, those ends, got picked with the freaking awful New York teams, didn't they? Give me Sonny Styles, right? The Washington
Sonny?
kid. They say he's polished, right? Ready to go.
He was starting trouble backstage. Did you see that video?
No, I didn't. He's already doing stuff? All right.
Well, he was kind of like Boddicker starting trouble type
Okay.
of like, giving guys grief and then
walking away.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, he was being like the Tick,
Okay.
like Boddicker. All right, Pete.
This kid is all heart. I'm taking Jacob Rodriguez.
Oh, that's the
I
linebacker,
love
yeah.
it. I love it.
I like
Strong.
him. I like him.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a Texas Tech linebacker that went in was it the third or fourth or fifth round? Where did Zach Thomas go? Who won the Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Same kind of guy where he maybe didn't have all the measurables, but he
Well,
ended up
I'll
being a
tell you,
stud player.
This kid is
So,
heart. Yeah.
He
He's
was
like
on my
you,
Heisman
Soren.
ballot.
He's like you, Soren. He's all heart.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No ability, all heart. That's what they said about me forever. I had Jacob Rodriguez third on my Heisman ballot, by the way.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
I did. I had him third. I had Mendoza second, and I had Diego Pavia first.
My that was
And
a
then
better
Diego
pick than
Pavia
mine,
told me that all the Heisman voters could blank off.
Yeah. So
And I was like, even those of us that voted for you,
Yeah, really.
you did finish second, kid.
Yeah.
Some of us had you number one. So
That's a hell of a pick, Soren. That with Rodriguez third. That was, because he was really outstanding.
hey, it was tremendous.
Yeah, I do too.
He was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Kyle, where are you going?
Just based off the way the players all grabbed their hats, give me Reuben Bain.
Reuben Bain Jr. parentheses based on how he grabbed
Hat grab factor.
his hat.
Yeah, he didn't stop and look at himself in the mirror. He grabbed it and kept on moving.
How could he reach it with those arms?
That's why he could barely get it on top of his head.
Yeah, he did have someone
needed
help.
help.
Put on
You
his
don't
head.
think it's going to be a problem that he had to tilt his head all the way over to his shoulder to be able to reach to get the hat on?
And I'm Denise.
It's not going to be Reuben Bain. It will be.
Don't take my guy.
Well, the Jets always screw it up, so you can't take a Jet.
That's what I was scared of.
And who went 3?
Love.
And 4 was then
Tate.
Tate.
Tate, then
Reese
then
five.
Reese 5.
6 then was
Delane.
Mansour.
Mansour. Just take Mansour.
I might. Hang on. I'd just basically be hedging my bet. 7 would be
Styles.
Styles. 8,
Tyson.
9,
Fano.
10,
Maui Noah.
11.
Caleb Downs.
Downs. Caleb
Damn it.
Downs.
I want to be the only guy to take Caleb.
I did that not really because I believe it, just because I'm like, that's the guy Kurtis wants, so I'm taking Caleb Downs. As long if Kyle's going to go one over on me, then I'm
Yep.
gonna take Caleb Downs on you.
Caleb Downs.
All right, Caleb Downs. There it is.
That's who wanted to call me a copycat. I
Well,
wanted to be on the record that was my guy before you took him.
I love it. Well, the Cowboys are actually not bad at drafting.
Yeah.
So, all right, Emmett Johnson. Where are we at? Who had that one first? Lebo, Pete, Emmett Johnson, the 5th round pick. Chiefs trade up in the 5th round to get him. Nebraska running back rushes for how many yards in 26? By contrast, with Eric Bieniemy as his running back coach, Kylie Minogue, or
Yeah, the locomotion.
wasn't that his name? Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's from
Kyle Mononga?
Australia.
Kyle Monongai.
Yeah, Kyle Monongai. But it was I the only one who all year was like, that's awfully close to Kylie Minogue.
It's close.
Kyle Monongai, as a 7th round pick of the Bears, he rushed for 700 yards as the backup for the Bears, just to give you some context with some of the people involved. How many you got for Emmett Johnson?
24.
Oof.
24 yards or
Uh-huh.
2,400?
No, at 24.
24.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't
How
see
the
him
mighty
doing
fall.
anything. Nebraska's not back. They stink.
Okay. Kyle?
25. No, give me 450. Give me 450.
450.
Can I make a
all right.
reasonable pick now, Threat?
No, you said your number.
Well, I know it.
Yeah,
but
you
I mean,
can if you were just joking. Yeah, go ahead.
I think about 380 would about do it for him.
380?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's annoying. That's because, like, I gave the 700 trying to get people to go that they would be up there, but you know Andy ain't going to run
Yeah.
that much. Walker's going to be in front, so I was at 337. Curtis?
340.
340. Lebo?
I like that. It's like 300 and some number. They ran 500 carries last year. The Chiefs were 430, so that's 70 more carries. I'll go even less, like 297.
297. Okay, Lebo's the low water mark. All right, we got to push here. Who wins the Stanley Cup? That is on Kyle.
Give me. Let's go with the Flyers.
Go with the Flyers. All right, I'll take the Avalanche. Curtis?
I say the Sabres finally get it done.
There you go. I like that. Lebo?
First one
I
ever.
wanted to say like Edmonton, but they're not winning. I'll try this. Canadians are winning their series right now. They're probably not going to win it, but I'm going to go with a team from Canada. Montreal's going to win.
All right. Yeah, I want a Canadian team, but I've wanted a Canadian team for years.
I know.
It
It
comes
just
true.
doesn't happen.
Pete?
I'll take the team I always take, Montreal.
Montreal Canadiens
Habs.
for
Yes.
the Les Habitants.
Yep.
All right. What is the furthest in the NCAA tournament Dennis Gates ever takes the Tigers? We will fast forward to Curtis.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Never goes beyond the Sweet 16. Lebo.
That sounds fine. Sweet 16.
Okay. He's never gone there yet.
No,
Pete.
not yet.
Uno, dos, tres, 16. That's about to do it for him.
Kyle.
Round of 32.
Oh, wow.
So he's done it. He's already done it. You can put me down for the Elite Eight. That's what happens with all of them, and then he's fired 2
They
years
all
later.
get
That's
there.
how it works. I will take a break. We will take a break. Not just me. Curtis will, too.
I'll keep talking.
We're at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. Come on out. It's one of my favorite places here in Kansas City. You will have a great time just hanging out here, just looking around. Plus, they got the big sale going on the Sundance Spas. Buy a Sundance Spa. Get your choice of a free infrared sauna or a free fire pit or a free love seat set. Plus, we're doing giveaways. Sign up right behind me every half hour. If we don't give one away, it stays for later. We'll be pulling more names. Take advantage of it. It's at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. They've also got discounts going on right now on pool table saunas, on swimming pools, patio furniture, and if you buy before 6:30 today, save an extra 10% at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. It is the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Soren, Petro with you. Moving around the table so Kurtis doesn't try to steal my Stump the Chumps questions.
He would never.
I can't see his screen. He can't see my screen, just so there's no shenanigans, because usually we're not on the same side of the table like we are here at our favorite spot, Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. I'm going to tell you what, the best patio furniture, whether you need a full-on patio bed, they've got it here with the slats that you can, it's basically a pergola that you can make into a straight roof if you want to like keep the sun off like a little one or something, or just, out of your eyes and relax till the sun moves a little bit. It is great. They've got all kinds of giveaways we're going to be giving away here today every half hour, whether it's the Airhead Rebel Lake Tube, whether it's the Wow Sound floatable Bluetooth speaker. They've got a couple of those. They've got the Chiefs Pool Lake Snow inflatable package. That's $160 value. 3 different kinds of Chiefs floaties, as well as 3 inflatable Chiefs Pool noodles. The Airhead Pongo Bongo Beverage Pong inflatable game. The Viper 797 electric dartboard, and a $100 gift card. Going to be giving that all away today. Plus, if you buy before 6:30 today, you save an additional 10% at Family Leisure. Locally owned and operated for more than 25 years. Come see us. We're at K10 and Ridgeview. That Sundance Spa sale is going on through the weekend. Remember, if you buy a Sundance Spa, you get your choice of a free infrared sauna, a fire pit, or a love seat set. So buy right now. The best in spas are right here at Family Leisure. All right, gentlemen, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you can win a oil change to Big O Tires, the team you trust, if you provide Kyle with a final Chumps question. That's right, send it to Kyle at 810WHB.com. If he uses your question, then you will get a free oil change at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Of course, they've got great deals going on right now. Drive away on a set of 4 brand new tires for as low as $60 per month with nothing out of pocket today. It's during the Big O Tires Spring Super Sale. They're ready to offer you the best prices on tires, oil changes, alignments, wipers, brakes, custom wheels, and more. Go to BigOTires.com to book your appointment today. All right, let's begin here. I think I'm going to begin with I have a backup, Kurtis. So if you try to ruin my choices again, I've got one backup. So let's start with this. 15 quarterbacks in the history of the National Football League. Peter, you listening?
Mm-hmm, he's listening.
Okay, I just want to make sure. 15 quarterbacks drafted 1-1 that have passed for more than 25,000 yards.
Lebo.
So there's some that haven't gotten there. 25,000 yards after being drafted 1-1. Let me get my scorecard over here since I forgot I moved around the table.
I think I was
Peter
in.
Yatinick.
I was
heard
in
Pete
first.
No,
That's
you
fine.
weren't.
Okay.
I heard Pete first.
Okay.
You stopped,
John
Todd.
Elway.
Curtis.
John
I'm in after
Elway
Pete, though.
is right. Then I heard Kurtis.
I said I was first.
I know, Todd.
We're both
I'll take
coming here.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, just barely 72,000 for Peyton Manning. That's good for Todd. Curtis.
Eli
Lebo.
Manning.
Eli Manning is there, 57,000.
Was
Good
this
job.
first overall?
Yeah, 1-1. I was-
1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
I think
Quarterbacks.
Steve Barkowski is always an answer we never get.
Steve Barkowski is not there. Steve Barkowski had 24,124.
Okay.
Curtis, you?
Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman is
Barely.
there, 33,000 basically for the most overrated Hall of Famer in the history of mankind.
God, I'm having a hard time here.
Next. 1-1s with more than 25,000 yards passing.
Lebo.
Jim
Plunkett?
Jim Plunkett got there at
Good
25,882.
job, Todd.
Come on.
I'm
Come on.
an idiot here.
There's a guy who was slow, Curtis.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is not there yet. Nice try. Trevor
Embarrassing.
Lawrence is at 17.8.
We missed it.
Curtis.
Is that
Where
it?
the buzzer went.
Curtis.
You guys,
Ah,
you
yeah.
guys are
It is
buffoons.
buzz.
I would
Here
absolutely
we go.
George.
In alphabetical order, you missed Drew Bledsoe, Terry Bradshaw,
Oh,
Jeff
boy.
George, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Todd,
Wow.
guy named Cam Newton, Carson Palmer. There was this guy named Alex Smith. Matt
Oh,
Stafford
boy.
has
Yeah.
65,000 passing yards almost. And, of course, Vinny Testaverde.
God.
I was
That's
expecting
about as
more.
bad
sorry.
as we've done.
I was expecting more out of RC Letterman like yourself. I
pretty
thought you guys were
bad.
going to get like 12 out of 15.
That was bad.
All right,
Hard
Cletus.
time with the 1-1 part of it.
All right, Chiefs draft. Now listen closely. I'm going to take all power conference schools and Notre Dame off the table.
Off.
Everyone else, 29 players drafted by the Chiefs from schools not in that list
Petro.
have made at least one Pro Bowl for
Oh.
any franchise.
Lebo.
Petro.
he
Go
wasn't
ahead,
drafted.
Todd.
Legarius Sneed.
No,
He
didn't make
make
it.
Pro Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Lebo.
Bad.
You were Soren was.
No, I backed out because I
Lebo,
realized
Podrick,
Buck
North
Bu-
Carolina
Buck
is in
Buchanan.
the power.
Buck
good,
Buchanan. Yes.
Enoch.
Petro.
Oh, no,
Soren.
I'll go with Coppin State middle linebacker. Willie Lanier.
Morgan
Yeah.
State. Yes.
Morgan State. I'm
Pete.
sorry.
Half
You got it,
credit.
Pete.
Keep going.
Legarius Sneed did not make a Pro Bowl.
I can give you some schools.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
How about Idaho State?
Petro.
Nichols
Oh,
State.
Rich Carroll.
Soren.
Jared Allen.
Jared
Oh,
Allen.
Jared Allen.
Nichols State. Let's see. Northwestern State.
Nichols
Pete?
State was
App
the
State.
big Gary Barbaro.
Gary Barber.
Good job.
Lebo.
App State. West
Petro,
Alabama.
Petro.
Soren.
Lebo's in first.
Todd.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Good job. I'll go Dino Hackett.
Dino
Yeah,
Hackett
good
from App
job.
State.
Good job.
Lebo did. I'm an idiot.
Petro.
I lost it.
Another Grambling State guy.
Petro.
Oh,
Jerome Woods.
Jerome Woods.
Petro.
Yes. Soren.
Albert Lewis.
Albert Lewis. Nice work. Got those in quickly.
Thank you.
The ones that are notable: Joe Delaney,
Oh, God.
Eric
bless.
Fisher, Robert Holmes,
Oh.
Joe Horn, Kareem
man.
Hunt,
Yeah.
Mike Livingston, Jim Marsalis, Jerry Mays, Don
Oh,
Meredith is
this
fun, Christian
stinks.
Okoye, Don Terry Poe, Kevin Ross, Roger Staubach, Otis Taylor, and Gerald Wilson.
The
Should've got
draft
more.
did
Oh,
it
that's-
for other
that's
teams. I can't
embarrassing.
believe I didn't get Staubach. And did you get the TCU D tackle
That's embarrassing.
for the Cowboys?
He's
That's a
Bob
Power
Lewis.
5
Use
team
it.
now.
Our conference
That's-
team.
Oh, duh. That's right. My bad.
And was back then, too, if you call Southwest Conference Power Conference. All right, NBA playoffs.
Which they were then.
All right,
NBA
they're
playoffs
going on right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, I just want, in the top 15 players in games played in NBA or ABA playoffs, games played,
Curtis.
top 15,
Petro.
Curtis.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He is 5 on the list.
Magic
Petro's in.
Johnson.
Magic Johnson is on the list at 14.
Petro.
Petro.
Curtis was before me.
Curtis.
LeBron
He's
James.
number
Yeah, that's
one.
good. Steph Curry.
Enoch.
Steph
Yeah.
Curry's not on the list.
Ooh, okay.
Casey Jones.
No. I'll give you a
Petro.
hint. Not a lot of Celtics on it. These old schoolers, they didn't play in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
they
Petro.
played a lot,
Yeah.
though.
Larry Bird.
Not on the
Enoch.
list.
Enoch.
Pete.
Paul Pierce.
Not on the list.
Jesus.
All right, I'm going to give you a hint. Quietly, this team won like 3 titles or 4 titles.
Stefan.
Petro.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan's number 3 on the
Oh,
list.
nice.
Petro. Kawhi Leonard.
Not on the list. Petro
Curtis.
struck
I'm
out
out.
now. He's done.
Damn it. I'm
Curtis,
out.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker's on the list.
Oh, God.
Manu
Curtis.
Ginobili.
Manu
Stephon
Ginobili's
make
on
it?
the list. Stephon Curry's not
Draymond
there.
Green.
Draymond Green's not on there.
Uh,
I'll give you a nickel,
Curtis.
You
Klay
get number
Thompson.
2. No, Klay Thompson's not on there. You struck out.
That,
maybe?
how many's that for you? 2 or 3? I had to
All right,
check.
here's the deal. Derek Fisher is number 2 on the list.
Oh,
Wow.
God, yes.
Robert Horry. It's not Kobe.
Big
No
shot
one said
Bob.
Shaq. You ever heard of him? Scottie
Kobe.
Pippen
We
made the
missed
list.
Shaq and
Al
Kobe.
Horford is on the list. Dan Ainge is your only Celtic. Carl Malone made the list because he got some later, and then Julius Erving's 15 because he had some ABA ones. You guys did okay. Did you 3
how about-
apiece
how
on
about-
you guys maybe?
How about the 2 biggest Laker fans
Never
in
heard of
Kansas
them,
City
yeah.
missed Shaq and
Yeah.
Kobe?
But you
That's
got Jabbar,
awful.
so good job.
Well, a
Dwayne.
dog could get Jabbar.
Yeah, no kidding.
Pete.
Jabbar?
What player played the most World Series games in his hometown?
Ooh.
Oh.
Lebo.
Most World Series games.
Isn't Lou Gehrig from New York City?
Yeah.
Is it him?
No.
Damn.
Petro, I'll try Yogi Berra.
Nope. They didn't play in New Jersey.
Is there a
Shut up, Pete.
LA guy? Lebo.
Petro.
Mookie Betts.
Nope.
Stan Musial.
No.
Who is it?
He played 26 in Yankee Stadium,
Who is it?
17 in Ebbets Field, and 3 in the Polo
Duke
Grounds.
Schneider?
It would be Phil Rizzuto.
Phil Rizzuto.
Scooter.
Oh, Scooter Rizzuto. All right, as we make the turn, Pete has 200, Todd has 400, Curtis has 600, and I have 700 as we make the turn and head for home in honor of this Kentucky Derby weekend.
Oh, boy.
Down Down the stretch we come.
That's right, but I don't have a horse racing question.
Okay, good.
Sticking with drafts. This is one I had. I did not do. It has no pertinent reason other than it's the one league we haven't done yet. 1-1s from the SEC. Current
Lebo.
SEC schools, Pete, that includes Oklahoma, Texas, and such.
Lebo.
Todd.
Baker Mayfield.
Curtis.
Baker Mayfield.
Lebo.
Finally, Todd gets a Sooner. Curtis and then Todd.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning sure did it. He's from Tennessee.
Kyler.
Good job. Who?
Kyler Murray. Lebo.
Kyler Murray did it. Yes.
Bill Sims.
Curtis and then
These are all
is it-
first round, first overall.
Yeah,
Is it-
number
Yeah,
one.
1-1s for the SEC. Who's next?
I had Billy Sims. I said
Get
Lebo.
Sims, and I'll take
Lebo.
Earl Campbell.
Yes and yes.
Sam Bradford.
Okay.
Lebo.
I did not
I did
factor
Lebo.
in how ridiculous.
Lebo.
Leroy, you're
Leroy
at 4,
Selman.
right? I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, Leroy Selman also. Lebo.
Leroy Selman. Yeah.
Lebo.
Okay. Lebo.
Eli's Manning.
Eli Manning. Yep. There you go. Are you people awake? The
Lebo.
rest of you too?
Was
Apparently not.
Archie Manning 1-1 or no?
No.
No.
Strike me.
Some Heisman Trophy
Curtis.
winners. Curtis.
I was going to do Archie Manning. You said he wasn't. My brain's slow.
A recent Heisman Trophy winner. It was an answer to one of the other questions. Another Heisman Trophy winner.
Curtis. Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Lord.
Guy from South Carolina.
Lebo. Bryce
Curtis.
Young.
You said who? Bryce
Bryce Young, yeah.
Yes, and Curtis got in under the buzzer.
George Rogers.
George Rogers from South Carolina.
But also Davian Clowney was also from I missed
Yeah.
him too.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I just gave you the school, man.
It says something that you said South Carolina. I went with the old guy.
Yeah. You didn't get. You got this guy.
Not the guy who's still playing.
I thought Pete might come in with some.
Should have gotten Joe
nothing,
Burrow.
nothing.
Should have gotten Joe Burrow.
Should have gotten Joe Burrow, Jadavion Clowney, Tim Couch,
Couch.
Miles Garrett, Keyshawn. I don't know how Keyshawn got there.
That's the wrong
I made a
USC.
mistake. Yeah, it's the wrong USC. Jamarcus Russell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenneth
Good one.
Sims,
Kenny
Matt
Sims.
Stafford,
Well,
Trayvon
we
Walker.
really looked
Missed
over
Matthew
Matt
Stafford
Stafford, didn't we?
twice.
Twice,
yeah,
two
yeah.
times.
I don't know why you guys.
The
hate
guy's
Matt
Dick
Stafford.
Drago today, man. I can't get him.
All right, this also has 29 players, and it goes back as far as you'd like to go. 29 players drafted by the Chiefs out of Mizzou, KU, or K-State in any season.
Lebo.
Petro.
Enoch. Oh.
June Henley.
June Henley, yes. Todd.
Petro.
Doug Terry.
Doug
I
Terry.
always remember Doug Terry.
No, he
Was
was
he not
not.
drafted? Okay.
Bud Abel.
Pete.
Bud
Bud
Abel.
Abel, yes, Mizzou.
Lebo.
Petro. Drafted by the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
By the Chiefs.
What did I say? I'm going to say Isaac Bird or June Henley, whichever one I didn't say.
Isaac Bird.
Lebo.
Todd.
Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton.
Lebo.
Good.
Enoch.
Yes.
Burt Cohn.
Burt Cohn, not drafted by the Chiefs.
Was he?
Lebo.
Petro.
I'm
Monty
in.
Beisel.
I'm
Monty
in.
Beisel. Todd.
I'm in, Mitch Morse.
Mitch Morse.
Enos.
Yes. Pete.
Gary Spiney.
Oh,
Gary
good.
Spaney,
Pete.
yes, 78. See, we got recent K-Stater.
Lebo. FAU.
Handful FAU.
Oh, damn it to
Yeah.
hell.
Got another case. Still got some Mizzou guys. Let's see. We got
Lebo, the fullback who Sherm took his place. Braden Wilson.
Very for
Something
No,
like
Petro. Braylon Edwards.
Braden Wilson.
Braden Wilson.
It was Braden
Oh,
Wilson.
you get
By the way,
Braylon Edwards?
That's what Todd said.
Oh my God.
Enoch.
Todd said.
Hey, neither one of us get it. Neither one of us get it. Neither one of us get it. We didn't either one get it.
Very
All right,
first, no, I got one. I was in.
Yeah, go ahead,
Say it.
Pete. What was it?
Joe Vader.
Darth.
Yes, Joe Vader,
Very first
1960,
draft,
out of
yeah.
K-State.
Okay.
Fantastic.
3 each. What do we have? What
Yep.
else?
Notable ones: Will Franklin,
Yeah.
Earl Gant, David James, Kevin Lockett, Henry Marshall,
Lockett.
Kevin Lockett. Henry
Curtis
Marshall.
McClinton,
Oh,
Gale
for
Sayers.
God's sake.
All
right, we gotta go.
And the imitable Pete
Todd,
Woods.
you're up.
All right,
Rock and roll.
Sammy Sosa hit home runs in 45 stadiums in Major League history. I want you to name a stadium Sammy Sosa hit a home run that is now a defunct Major League Baseball stadium that is not played in anymore.
Enoch.
Petro.
Pete,
Three
Baltimore.
Rivers.
which one?
Okay, Pete.
Baltimore. It's Memorial Stadium. That's
Yeah.
correct. You got to kind of give me
Petro.
the stadium.
Three Rivers.
Curtis.
Three Rivers, correct. Curtis.
Okay. Petro.
Arlington Stadium.
Arlington Stadium's correct.
Petro.
you're in?
Riverfront.
Riverfront, Cincinnati, otherwise known as Synergy when they closed
Curtis.
it. Curtis.
Candlestick Park.
Yeah.
Candlestick Park,
Yeah.
otherwise known as 3Com.
Petro. Old. The second Cardinal Stadium.
Yes. Bush, whatever you want to call it. There's an argument
which,
about what it is.
Curtis, Olympic Stadium.
Olympic Stadium is correct.
Wow. Petro, Shea Stadium.
Shea
Curtis.
Stadium is correct. Curtis.
The Vet.
The Vet is correct, Curtis.
Petro, Joe, or where do they play down there? Joe Robbie? They
Yeah,
play
pro
Joe
player
Robbie?
Joe Robbie, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Petro, the Olympic Brave Stadium.
Turner Field.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Turner Field. Yeah.
Curtis.
Curtis.
With the Murph.
Yes,
Qualcomm.
Oh,
All
good.
right, you didn't get Fulton County Stadium.
What? That's what I was trying to say when I said the Murph.
Yeah.
He played at Mile High Stadium. Near the home run there.
wow.
Tiger Stadium, Astrodome, Milwaukee County Stadium, Metrodome, Old Yankee Stadium, Oakland
I
Alameda
love that
Coliseum,
question.
Kingdome,
All right. We got to go. We gotta
Disney
go.
Complex, and the ballpark at Arlington.
Okay.
Pete, what do you got?
In memory of, I want to know the horse from Kansas City that won the Kentucky
Lauren.
Derby and who was on board.
I don't know that. I know it's Lauren.
Who was on board him? Who was the
Lucian
jockey?
Lauren.
I think
Eddie,
Todd gets one
Eddie
for
Carl.
Lauren.
Todd got
Smith.
both.
I got them both, baby.
Oh, you get a both?
That was so
All right, no,
easy.
you just
I
get
had
one.
To, I had to do.
Oh, come on.
I had.
No,
I
you
had
just
to
get
do that.
one.
That was so easy.
A double pick.
All right, I'll give you two,
Yeah,
Todd. I'll
Todd,
give you
it
two.
was awful easy. Had to
All
do
right,
it.
Pete
in
has
memory.
600. Lebo has 5, 12, 1,600. Curtis has 9, 13, 1,500. And I have 6, 9, 11, 1,600.
What's a tight
What's our category?
Your category is undrafted free agents.
Undrafted free agents in what sport?
one? Don't matter.
Football.
In football. Undrafted free agents in football. Remember, you can get a free oil change from Big O Tires, the team you trust. Just send a final Chumps question to Kyle at 810WHB.com. That's Kyle at 810WHB.com. And you get a free oil change. Book right now at BigOTires.com. We're live at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. Come on out and check it out. They're online at FamilyLeisure.com. Big spa sale going on. Plus, we're doing giveaways here. 2 an hour. Get signed up. If we don't give it away, it rolls into the later hours. It's at K10 and Ridgeview. Plus, save 10% on anything you buy before 6:30 tonight.
right, the Twin Peaks end of the hour answer. What player holds the record for points scored in a single quarter of an NBA Finals game? Isaiah Thomas, 25 against our Lakers, third quarter of Game 6 back in '88.
Is that when he was hurt?
65 today. Yeah, he turned his ankle.
Yep, sprained ankle game. Absolutely.
One of the greatest performances of all time. Man.
All right, it is time for Final Chumps as we're live here at Family Leisure. K10 and Ridgeview, the weekend Sundance Spa Wellness Sale concludes. The final weekend of the Sundance Spa Wellness Sale is this weekend. Take advantage, buy a spa, and you get your choice of a free infrared sauna or a free fire pit or a free love seat set, plus discounts all throughout the store going on right now. Great deals on pools, pool tables, saunas, discounted patio furniture, plus we're doing giveaways a couple times an hour. Got to be present to win. If they're not present, then we just roll it back into a later hour, so you got more chances to win the later we go. Get here to K10 and Ridgeview. It is Family Leisure. Let's get to our category, undrafted free agents. What do we got?
All right, there is only one undrafted free agent in NFL history with multiple seasons of 2,000 or more scrimmage yards. Who is he?
Okay, I think I got it. I think it's one of two.
I think I might have
Got it.
I don't know.
I top both of you. I know I don't have it.
Knowing what you don't
You're
know
still
is
gonna
very
end up winning,
underrated.
That's how it's worked lately. The rest of us are going to be, we know where Kurtis bet, so. All right, here we go in the category of undrafted free agents. Only one undrafted free agent has had multiple seasons of 2,000 yards from scrimmage. We start with Pete. What was your guess?
$1, and the other guy I know is Priest Holmes.
You're right. Way to go. Pete gets it right. That was a good guess there, Pete. You end up with 601. I'm pretty confident that's not going to get it done. Curtis.
My answer was Bryant Westbrook. Obviously,
He was drafted,
That's right.
I think, in the second round. How much did you bet?
all.
All of it. So Curtis ends with 0. Todd, I had Priest Holmes. I bet it all. I went to 3,200. So Pete is in second now. What'd you do?
I sent you a picture of my answer of Priest Holmes and my unfortunate wager of 0. Because I told you earlier, if Pete won again, I was going to eat my hat. And so I didn't want Pete to win.
So you literally, you ended up not winning because you wanted more Pete not to win than you wanted to actually try to win.
That's correct. And I was scared that I wasn't going to get the answer right.
It was to
What
me.
the hell do you
It was
need a hat for anyway?
It was either Priest Holmes or Arian Foster, right? Like, those were the only two
Yeah.
choices, right?
Pretty much.
Those
Unless
are the
there was
only,
some wide receiver.
Those are the only
somewhere,
two
but-
who have done it.
Have you only done
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I mean, a wide receiver, no one's ever caught for 2,000. Who catches for 16? It had to be.
Yeah,
a running
he
back,
said
pretty
scrimmage.
much.
I was thinking there might be some kick return guy, but that would be all purpose. Hey, here's the
Oh, that
deal.
would've
I
been-
messed it up.
Curtis
I got
might
the
have been
answer
thinking
right.
that
I
too,
didn't
with
bet. I didn't
Westbrook.
bet.
That's the only
I don't
answer
know
I got
what
right all
Curtis should have
day.
known that Bryant Westbrook got drafted.
Yeah, I should've.
Pete,
All right,
congratulations.
boys. Good to see you.
The win streak is ended.
It is, and it will
Yeah.
continue. Yes.
I'm glad that I could end it. Makes me feel
All right,
better about
boys.
myself.
You guys have
See
a
you,
good
boys.
week. Okay.
Later.
All right, how many players from current Big 12 schools have been the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft? Brought to you by La Feta Delicatessen.
Second half of the program begins right now as we broadcast live at one of our favorite places on earth. That's Family Leisure, K10 Ridgeview. We just gave away the Chiefs package. We had our winner in-house. We're drawing 2 winners an hour. We just gave away, let me give the whole rundown. Let's see, we still got the speakers. We're going to give those away coming up. We gave away the Chiefs pool, lake, snow inflatable package, including 3 different kinds of Chiefs floaties, one for like inner tubing down the slopes, a couple for the pool, the lake, 3 inflatable Chiefs pool noodles, as well a great lake package, great pool package for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's right here at Family Leisure. We're still going to be giving away more things like the Airhead Rebel Lake Tube. So it's a one-person tube, perfect for tubing at the lake, plus a 60-foot tow rope and air pump included. We got the Wow Sound floatable Bluetooth speaker, the Wow Sound Buoy floatable Bluetooth speaker. Those are outstanding. We had them playing all the way down the way here, and you could hear them all the way up here. So they got some oomph if you win those. We've got the Airhead Pongo Bongo Beverage Pong Inflatable Game, the Viper 797 Electric Dartboard, and a $100 gift card to be used here today at Family Leisure for any of the toys you need, toy and accessories. Come on in. It's here in store, so you can win that as well.
And that speaker has more than just oomph. It has range, which I mean, it isn't just loud. It has a really dynamic range. It sounds fantastic.
It's great. You can win that. Plus, anything you buy today before 6:30, you get an additional 10% off. And they're already taking discounts all over the store. Today is the beginning of the final weekend of the Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Buy a Sundance Spa, get your choice of a free infrared sauna, free fire pit, or a free love seat set. Plus, they've got great specials going on now on the swimming pools, pool tables, saunas, discounted patio furniture. Love the patio furniture. I've got patio furniture that's 22 years old. I purchased it in 2004, still in use. Still in use. It's great. They do a fantastic job. Great products, whether it's a arcade game you need, where family and fun come together, is right here at K10 and Ridgeview. It's Family Leisure. Like I said, buy before 6:30 today. You get an extra 10% off. So that's gone at 6:30.
Such a deal, though.
Poof.
It's a great deal.
Poof.
How do you not take advantage of that?
I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to go for I'm not telling the wife because she's always like, don't come back with a whole star. That's how my wife sounds, too. You can attest to that, right, Curtis?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly
Very
like
gravelly voice. You know, sounds a lot like me. It's funny.
It is funny, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as I was driving in today, I was reminded that this is all the commerce that's built up around here. So it's all the hotels and restaurants and bars. This is the original.
This is the only thing that was here back in the day. There's no Olathe without Family Leisure is what I'm saying.
This was it between.
There's definitely no West Olathe without Family Leisure.
Right.
Showed it was possible, and the Chiefs are just skiing in their wake.
Between Lenexa and DeSoto, this was it.
Where the Chiefs practice facility is going to be is right over, just a little bit down the road.
A lot of foresight by these hotels and shops and restaurants and bars to open up.
Well, and another reason to come down here to K10 and Ridgeview, they're almost done with it already. You can see it. No, not even a shovel in the ground. Not even a shovel in the ground. You hear Blair Kirchhoff. He's, of course, brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse, framekc.com. Find him online at framekc.com. See him in person at 92nd and Metcalf. Your sports memorabilia, you need it framed perfectly. Great, locally owned and operated for more than 25 years. That's Art and Frame Warehouse. They are the best. Everything comes with a lifetime warranty. They'll even deliver and install it. I highly recommend that part of the equation. They're experts at framing sports memorabilia and everything else. Go to Art and Frame Warehouse online at framekc.com. And our buddy Jack has arrived.
It is always great
telling
to see
tall
Jack.
tales of a visit to the number 7 Jayhawks beatdown of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, right? Well,
it was a walk-off.
It was a walk-off. Whatever. I mean, let's not get bogged down with the details.
But reminding us that Kansas baseball has become a thing this year. They are
top 10
flying high.
Or
they're
somewhere
7
around 10.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They swept K-State, Nebraska, Wichita,
maybe Oklahoma State as well.
Mizzou. Yeah.
Oh,
Mizzou,
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
All the
locals.
local rivals.
Yep.
Wow.
They swept them all.
That's
And Brian Haney had the call. So what did it sound like, Curtis? Because
He wants a strikeout. He gets a strikeout. A two-hand whiffer. I don't know.
A two-hand whiffer.
Thunder whiff.
Well, now you need to listen to his baseball call so
Yeah.
you can
add.
impersonate.
I think I've heard him do baseball. Did he?
He did the Royals. He did
Yeah,
the
that's
Royals.
what it was. Yeah, when they
One or two games.
Yeah. A series. He has done a series
Nice
with
work.
the Royals.
Multi-talented.
Yep.
Brian Haney.
Yep.
And
You know?
a prince.
Yep.
He's all right.
He's out.
No, he's a great guy. He is absolutely a prince of a guy.
He's so nice. When you talk, you're like, "Are you sure you work in the media?"
Yeah, what are you doing in this business?
And I think
Are you supposed to be a jaded, angry, sour guy like us?
I think he rivals you when it comes to framed collectibles.
Oh, he
Oh,
does
man,
not
he
rival
is-
me. He
dwarfs
I'm in
you.
the dust. I'm
He's something else.
no. He's the man. He's the man. I'm one of the days. Him and his buddies take a trip to like a big show, and one of these days I've been offered the opportunity to go.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to take him up on it one of these days.
Yeah. I'd like to. Sounds like a museum at his basement
Yeah.
or wherever he keeps it all.
Yeah, he does. He's impressive to say the least.
I told him once that it was after they won in 22. I said,
I got too many people on the payroll right now, though. So got to graduate some out of the payroll, literally. And then
I can't think where we were. It was off the air, I think. And I said, think about this. In the history of Kansas basketball, which is pretty rich, two men have called a national championship game win on the radio. You and Bob Davis.
really,
So did they
Bob-
have?
who called the first one?
They weren't
But
on in
they have-
'52.
They might have been on, but I mean, it's. Think of the list he's on, though.
Well,
It's
To
one
call
of
a
three.
national basketball, but even one of three national basketball championship game.
no, that's rare company.
Yeah.
To be
And to do
part
it
of that.
at your alma mater is even better.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
So what usually happens in these moments is then they get into the regional and they get upset.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
seems to happen for all these great stories in baseball. Is like, okay, here we go. Not so much.
They've positioned themselves to be a host, a regional host, and as I was reminded, maybe a super regional host. That's
Yeah.
how lofty they are. I do remember, this is how far back I go, that the only year that KU made it to the College World Series, which I think was '93, they went to Tennessee and won a regional and upset a Tennessee team that was the top seed and maybe one of the favorites to win the national championship. So they snuck in. That was with, I remember Paul Splittorff's son was a pitcher for that KU team.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
And that was an incredible year for Kansas because their football team won a bowl game, the basketball team went to the Final Four, and the baseball team went to the College World Series.
Well, let's start with that theme then.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, let's start with the theme of the non-football and basketball schools, Blair, because tennis got dropped by a whole bunch of schools a couple of days ago.
Yeah, just this week.
And like Arkansas dropped its men's and women's
Yeah,
tennis.
St. Louis U did too.
Mighty Arkansas, the big SEC. We have so much money, we don't know what to do with it. Oh my
Woo, Pig
God, it's
Suey.
just unbelievable. Whoa, pig, love.
Yeah.
You know, it's rest of tennis, 40 Arkansas love. Would you look at this clown doing the whoa pig suey
Is that what that is?
arm thing? Yeah.
But
Go ahead, do it so Curtis can see how the arm thing goes with the whoa pig
I thought
suey.
you were having a stroke.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I would. I'd find something else.
That's what
Well-
kept Dana Altman from coaching there.
I'm
He went. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
not- he didn't do it very well when they announced him, and then
Yeah,
I think he
I
was like, no.
So you trying to land a plane? What are you doing?
But I will tell you that when you take a tour of Arkansas, the tour begins with, okay, everybody, here we go. And they lead you in how to do that.
Mhm.
Guess who didn't participate? Who's got two,
The entire family?
two thumbs? No, they felt peer pressure. Not Tubby. I was like, no, not happening. Not now, not yet. But yes, they're quite proud of the Whoa Pig Suey
They
down there.
won't be doing it at tennis matches.
They will not be doing it at tennis matches. And I bring this up because basically that was coming out at the exact same time that the entire college basketball world was bitching and moaning about the fact that they are going to expand to 76 teams in the men's and women's tournament. And nobody, all I saw on Twitter and a couple of the different writings I saw was like, so we're going to get, this means we're going to have Auburn in the tournament, Oh, it's like we would have had this team or that team. Nobody mentioning, I wonder why they're doing this. Because that to me is the story. SEC schools are cutting programs. They're hemorrhaging cash in athletics. This is an attempt to generate more revenue. This is an attempt to give more inventory, to sell more commercials, to generate more revenue, to try to get a bigger deal in the future, to have an expanded tournament.
Yeah,
that's what this is about.
In 2031, I think they're going to go back to that's when the current basketball contract, NCAA tournament contract expires. And you're right, they are going to go back to before that, they'll go back to the negotiating table and try to get a better, bigger contract. But now they're going to do it with 76, which means we go from the first 4 to the first 12. Is that what they're going to call it? It's going to be 12, 6. They're going to be 2 days.
They're going to call it what are they going to call it? It's another one of their. Remember when they had the initial round or something?
I think it's just going to be the opening round.
Opening round. That's what it is. You hit an opening round.
Yeah.
So it's not round 1. It's the opening round.
So 2 days, 6 games, and 2 different sites. So Dayton will keep one of them, and the other one they're looking someplace west of, somewhere in the Central Mountain or Western time zones. So Kansas City could conceivably be one of those host games. But
it's 12 games.
Yeah, but two batches of 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying 16.
Yeah,
12
6
games
in Dayton
total.
and 6 in the second site. Because just to do the math, you get 52 teams that don't have to play in the opening round and 24 that do. That's how you get to 76. And
which I again say, why aren't we just at 80?
Yeah,
it's a better mathematical number.
Listen, I read all the things you read this week, and I tried to muster up some just anger about it, and I couldn't.
I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they need, it can generate more revenue. They're doing it because there's a tournament in Vegas that's getting teams to play.
Yeah.
Right? The NIT, I heard some people, why don't they do it, and then maybe they could call it the National Invitational Tournament. It'd be like the NIT. No, they did that, and that doesn't generate the revenue. When it's the NCAA tournament, when it's for all the marbles, people will watch. And for all the people that are upset about it, they'll watch.
Yeah, and look, maybe they won't. Maybe for a lot of people, the tournament will start when it gets to 64 on that Thursday of that week, and that's fine.
They'll
come
around at some point. So
they will. And watch, don't watch, I don't care. But this is, I just didn't have enough, anger in me to care as much as I see other people care, and I'm all right with it. The bottom line is, I'm fine. We know why it's happening. We know why any tournament or playoff rounds expand in any sport. It's for greater television revenue, and we're not fooling ourselves here. We know that it's a crisis time for college sports with paying the players and not getting your arms around how to do that.
My view of it from just a strictly fan perspective was I didn't really need to have it happen, but I'm okay that it happened. Yeah. I don't object to it. Oh, more games. If my team is playing in a game they wouldn't normally play in, or is a compelling matchup, hey, it's another chance I get to watch a game. So I think we discussed this a little bit the other day, and I was still having a hard time figuring out what the math was. Do we know any indication of who is it going to be, the 14s and the? Yeah, or is it going to be like 11 and 16 like they have it now?
It'll be all 4 16s. And 2 of the 50s.
Yes, yeah. So, and then all the 11s, and then more of the 11s and 12.
Or is it, or do they have to divvy it up? Is it like all the 15s and all the 16s, like to make it work? Because I think you'd end up with 3 15s or something. Or do you have 5 15s?
That'd be 8 more teams.
The additions are going to be on the 11 and 12 lines and the 15 and 16 lines. So you're just going to stretch those lines out.
Right.
Now, the bracket's going to look crazy, and that's what a lot of people are upset about, the traditionalists, is how do you make the bracket look right? It's just going to be different, going to be odd, but NCAA's had odd-looking brackets before. It hasn't always been 64.
Yeah. So just thinking from the original 64, 12 more, that's 6. That'd be 4 16s and 2 15s. 4 11s and 2 12s, or 4 12s and 2 11s, something like that.
Yes.
6 here and 6 down here.
Yes, that is how it's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and so which good. I mean, to me, like I would just complete it. That's why I say if you go to 80, you can get it to where you've got 4 15s, 4 16s. Yeah. I think it would actually be met with more praise because they could make sense of it easier, right? And I don't know why you don't just go ahead and put the 4 teams in. And to the whole idea, like playoffs at every level ever, all they do is expand.
All sports.
Like
all sports.
You're the dummy if you didn't see this coming. You're the dummy if you thought conferences were done expanding. You're the dunce.
Realigning.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what happens. Conferences don't get smaller; they get bigger. They either go away or they get bigger. Like that's how it works. And playoffs get bigger. That's how it works. And I think it's really smart. And I think that baseball has been expanding their playoffs, and they'll continue to expand their playoffs. They're going to go to 16 teams as soon as they get to 32. That's what Jeff Passan has told us.
Right.
So, what about the sanctity of the? It's whatever. I mean, this is how it works. The NFL would be wise. I guarantee you the NFL will go to 16 teams in the playoffs. And one day the NFL will expand when they start realizing they don't have enough commercial inventory for all the different TV partners that are willing to buy their games. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I don't understand all the hand-wringing about it. And I thought, Seth Greenberg brought up a good point when he said, oh, wow. So you mean 2 more teams are going to get to realize the dream of playing in the NCAA tournament? What a horrible thing.
What a disaster that is.
And also, I'm just noticing here, 282 teams when they stretched to 65 or 64 in 1985. 22.7% of all the teams. They've added a total of 4 teams in the 40 years since. Do you know what 22% of 365 is? 80.
Yes.
There it is.
That's. Yep. The percentage of teams that are places on the bracket for teams that are in the.
We've added 83 schools in that time, and we only increased the tournament by 4 teams.
And that number's only going to grow.
Yeah. And the rub,
I had to redo our open for Gary Parrish from 2 years ago because there were 350, now there's 365. They've added that many that quickly.
Yeah, I just I would say to you, like, I think there's a lot of people that are just bitching because they hear everyone else bitching, and so they're not going to take the time to see, like, okay, should I agree with that? The 64 team bracket is gone. It's been gone for years. So like the whole, I just love this the absolute laziness of, well, I wish we'd go back to 64. Well, I wish bread was a nickel, dumbass, but I'm not spending all day. My mom or my great aunt will tell me about, oh, bread was a nickel. Oh, milk was a dime. And, that's not coming back. Like, so if you enjoy listening to your elders sit around and tell you how cheap it used to be, then you fire away on 64 teams, because that's what you are. You're just a tired old fart bitching about the way it used to be.
And they shouldn't allow dunks.
Yeah, the lane is too wide. What happened to the narrow lane? 64 teams in a skinny lane is how I like my. Why did we cut the hole out of the peach basket?
I like when they get the ladder out. I like ladders.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the jump ball after every basket?
I want it back. It's too fast, the action.
I liked it when games took 4.5 hours.
Can't we sit around all day? Remember the pitch clock? Oh, the pitch clock.
And no more color television either.
Stop. Why do we even have these moving pictures?
Back in my day,
sat around the radio.
No one knew what was going on. You loved it.
I can't.
We loved it. I have no idea who's ahead or who's even playing, and we loved it.
Look, that's literally. I mean, they don't realize it right now, but that's who they are.
Yeah, well, and so it's effective immediately too. It goes into effect for next season, and the women are doing it too. So it's men and the women, and So what's left to be determined is find that second place, and I guess we know we can pretty much guess because the NCAA tells you when they announce the field who the first teams are out, so we know who would have been in this year, and I'm trying to think who was trying to think. Auburn was a famous one because they were like 500 or one game over, but Oklahoma maybe would have been one. Would have been in. I'm just trying to think of schools in the SEC and the Big 12 that might have been in.
I mean, just from
Cincinnati, maybe Oklahoma State.
A personal perspective, I like it because it's more chances that Missouri's going to be in the tournament.
Kansas State.
I'm a Syracuse fan. Sign me up. I mean,
he said somewhat joking.
I would it's not going to be this way. Maybe when we get to 80 or 96 on down the road or 128 way down the road, it'll happen. But I would love to see them make it to where the conference champion, in addition to the conference tournament champion, gets in.
The regular season
Yeah,
conference
and so
champion.
because to me, that makes it even more compelling for all the teams that are on the bubble. That makes the bubble an even bigger swing. Then now that draws attention on the smaller conferences because everyone's watching like, well, how many do we got? Because there's a lot of those smaller ones where the conference champion doesn't win, right? And so I would like to. That's the reason why I would push it on out towards 96.
Those are the ones that get the automatic NIT bid. If you're one of those mid-major to low majors, you finish first, but you don't win your conference tournament, you're automatically in the NIT.
And I think they could do that at 68 to get a little murky, but you take it out to 76 or 80, then you have you don't know exactly how many at-larges you're going to have. You're going to say, well, look, every regular season, every conference tournament champion gets in. The rest we'll pick out of
There you go, Kyle. Put Thunderdome on that. Have him look up last year how many.
I was going to do that, and I forgot to.
How many league champions didn't make the tournament as an at-large? Right, they didn't win their They didn't win their conference tournament, and then so they were out. Like my guess is there's 5 or 6.
Yeah, and you remember the one that everybody was talking about at the tournament.
Maybe as many
year.
as 10 or 12, and some of the small
right,
leagues.
the smallest Miami of Ohio. Right, they lost their maybe the first round game or at least semifinal.
Yeah,
I don't think they played
didn't
play for the championship, and they were 30-0 or 29-0.
They had one loss in the regular season. They might not make it.
Right.
So I would like to know what that number is because I think that would make it more entertaining as you're watching the games coming down the stretch, which if you're the NCAA and what you're trying to figure out how to do is to get more eyeballs on your games and get more television ratings, that helps everybody. Then those conference tournaments are big. They're already big, but they're even bigger. Then it's about like, okay, well, if they lose, now, okay, that's one spot that's less.
Yeah.
And if you get 2 teams or 2 schools from one of those conferences that usually only gets one, the rest of the country sees 2 teams from that conference, they might, that's actually they may get a little bit more.
And that's why, to your point, that
factor.
you could do that with 68. Yes, you
tough,
mathematically could, but realistically, the big money teams don't want fewer teams.
That's
in there.
right, and that's who that's the pool of teams you're drawing from, are the more qualified at-large teams.
I think they said of the of the top 20 teams that were out, or 20 or 25, like 20 of them, like either 15 or 20 or 20 of the 25 were like they're saying like we could take whatever order, but they were all the power schools. So this isn't going to put a whole bunch of more mid-majors in, which is why I'd be for expanding it even further and then making this the double. Yeah. And maybe it's just one if one team wins them both.
Right.
But then because you're going to have to, I'm done trying to get the big boys to play fair and have it be for college athletics for young people. We're going to do what's best for college athletics for young people everywhere. They're not going to do it. They're pigs. Yeah. They're selfish, money-grubbing, greedy pigs. So I'm done trying to get them to be about what college athletics was back in the day. That's dead. So we've got to make sure that the fat cat rich guys get even richer. But along the way, I think there is a way to do that and still keep the other schools in the mix.
And I don't know how this kind of new dynamic dovetails. It's kind of unfortunate for the mid-majors, but expanding would help them maybe in this regard, is that since 75, which was the first year that you had to win your way into the Sweet 16, these last 2 years are the only 2 years in which the entire Sweet 16 was made up of power conference teams. Now, that's because there's more teams in those conferences than there were, but also it's because the mid-majors are getting rated by even the mid-level power conference schools through NIL, the best players.
That's right.
And I mean,
there's no 1AA in basketball, right?
No,
just go straight to D2.
Right.
So if what if the schools that are going to get frozen out, like because there's always talk that the Power Four are going to go do their own tournament. Call it the Power Five with the Big East if you want.
Yeah.
They're going to go their own tournament. At what point is it possible that they could make more money by just saying like, all right, fine, go on? Because it's clear they threaten that all the time, but they never do it. So they obviously, the power leagues think they still need Cinderella in the early rounds. And that they make more money having Cinderella in the early rounds. Because all they do, we'll just go take the tournament. Then go.
Yeah.
and do it, and they never do it.
No.
So would there be more money if the 1AA, let's call it, all the smaller leagues said, okay, fine, we'll go do our own tournament, or would it be like we only watch the championship game on that Saturday or Sunday, like we do right now with Division II and Division III?
Well, the ratings were tremendous this year for the NCAA tournament, all weekends. I mean, the Kansas St. John's game was the highest rated game of the first weekend. It set a record for that day in the tournament. It was amazing. I don't think you can't separate the mid and low majors from the high majors in the tournament and still have a product that everybody wants and will buy into. That you've got to find a way to keep that together. And listen, the schools that are going to benefit most from an expanded field, no matter how many schools you expand to, is the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the Big East, and the ACC. So the summits and the Conference USAs and those leagues are just going to have to go along with whatever is determined. They're just going to have to. But I really like your idea, though, of guaranteeing a spot not only for the tournament champion but for the first place if it's different, right?
Right.
It's not going to be often it would be the same. The one seed would win the conference tournament, but a lot of times that doesn't happen. Now, I think in that case, what you'd have to do is guarantee that league 2 shares of the tournament pot, because
I don't know that you would.
Well, then if you're the commissioner of, say, the Summit, and you've got,
I think the incentive would be you've just won half of our share by winning the league. Now go get the other half by winning the tournament.
Yeah, but maybe if you split the shares in half, but if you're going to give them 2 shares, you're going to give 1 share to the conference tournament champion and 1 share to the regular season champ.
If the money grows and they would get more total to their league, I think they'd sign off. I hear what you're saying. That'd be great, but do you think the fat cats are going to let that money go?
No, but this way it would disincentivize a conference from working it so a Missouri Valley, a Drake, which went 30-0, would be discouraged to lose the conference tournament, to have someone else win it, to have 2 teams from the Missouri Valley.
Well, I think it's kind of the same thing. Whether you're going to have an amount, and either you get 1 and 2 for being there, because what they're not going to do is give part of the tournament to a team that doesn't go.
No, that's right.
So,
that's right.
This is your share for your league. Either one of you is getting all of it, or 2 of you are getting half of it.
Okay.
I just thinking it through. I don't think the big boys are going to be like, oh well, they won both, so second place, congratulations. No. Not happening. But I do think, and the other thing it does for that opening round is kind of like one of the things that I love about the first round of the NBA and NHL playoffs right now is when we have 3 games each night, we get a 6 o'clock start, we get a 7 o'clock start, and we get an 8:30 start, or we get a 6, 7:30, and 9. And you've got games overlapping, and so if we're in the midst of where this first game sucks, okay, I'm on to this one. And then you sell the commercials across all the platforms. I think that's what these carriers are figuring out, and with the streaming is okay, we'll stream all 3 games. We're running the same commercials. If anyone, Sunday Ticket's the easiest version of this. You watch Sunday Ticket, and thanks to my guys at Applause, I've got multiple TVs up there, and I can watch them go to commercial. They go to the same commercial breaks in each one. Okay, they got to the or if it's college basketball, same thing with
Capital
True
One first,
TV and all that. The under 4 got here first. Okay, there's the Capital One, followed by the Allstate, followed by and then they went Capital One, Allstate. So they're selling it across all the platforms anyway. But if you're running one game and the game sucks, you're like, I'm out to the yard to get some yard work done.
That is one thing I saw in someone's story that they've determined next year when you have the play-in or the opening round games, that it would start at 3 o'clock Central. The first game would be 3 o'clock Central, and basically be staggered after that.
Are they going to go try to get them all in unopposed?
No.
Terrible.
You can't do that. They're going to have to obviously there'll be some overlap, but the latest game would start. The first game would start at 3 Central, and then because they're trying to get as much prime time.
Because we have 6 and 6. So I guess 3, 4, 5, 6. Going all the way through. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. And it's great. Because when we get to the NBA playoffs, when we get down to the last 4, I'm like, come on.
Right.
I am not watching this crap.
Right.
I even think the NBA would be better to just go with 4 Every other night. You're playing every other night,
Yeah,
period. You
yeah.
got to travel. And we got 4 games. You got 2 in the East, 2 in the West. Hopefully there's some mountainy teams, some Denvers that are starting a little bit earlier and some LAs that are starting a little bit later. And you just got 4, 4, 4, 4, and then you always got a chance to watch a good game.
I'm with you, though. This week in the NBA and NHL have been terrific.
Oh, it's great.
Great. The games have been fantastic, and a lot of drama, a lot of storylines.
Yeah, we're 3-0 in this one. Okay, I'm going over here. Oh, it's 3-3 now. I'm coming back over here. It's
Yeah.
it's great. It's been fantastic. Blair Kirchhoff is with us. They're great here at Family Leisure. K10 and Ridgeview is where they're located. Coming out and take advantage of their big Sundance Spa wellness sale. Buy a Sundance Spa. Get your choice of a free infrared sauna, fire pit, or love seat set. We're giving away all kinds of prizes valued anywhere from $100 to a couple $100. Doing it twice an hour. Just gave away the big Chiefs inflatable set. That went out the door. You can't win that one anymore, but you can still win that floating speaker. That is perfect for the pool or the lake. It's waterproof. It's dustproof. It sits in there. It's got great range. I'm looking at it right now. The World of Water Sports. Wow. You can come check it out right now. Plus, we got some tubes for tubing behind the boat, plus with the rope and everything that goes with it. It's here at Family Leisure. You can save 10% on anything you purchase before 6:30. So if you're in the market for pool tables, poker tables, whether it's a sauna, a hot tub, a spa, maybe it's patio furniture, save 10% if you buy before 6:30 tonight.
The La Feta Delicatessen, end of the hour answer. How many players from current Big 12 schools have been the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft?
Ooh, current Big 12 schools. Number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you turn Blair on? Do you not want him to show you up? Is that the deal?
It's possible.
Crying out loud.
Well, there's I can think of one.
Alex Smith?
Alex Smith.
I think there's 3 or 4.
Was one of the BYU quarterbacks?
No. Alex Smith. Let me think about the schools. Texas Tech. Oklahoma State.
Barry Sanders wasn't a...
Nope, he was 3.
3.
God, is it just Alex Smith?
In the common draft era, it is just Alex Smith.
Wow. There are a few old ones, aren't there?
If you go back, I think 65, Larry Elkins of Baylor was the number 1 pick in the AFL draft.
Okay.
And Dave Parks of Texas Tech was the number 1 pick in the 64 NFL draft.
How about RG3? Where was he?
He was 2.
2.
2 behind...
he was 2011 or 12.
2 behind Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck went 1, he went 2. And then you like that went in the 4th round.
Like that.
To the same team, the Commanders.
There's a handful of them.
Kirk Cousins.
There's a handful of them that at one point were Big 12.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's.
All the Oklahomas.
Texas A&M.
Yep.
Texas.
Yeah. The Big 12 should claim all of everything that happened in their league.
Well, every conference
But
should
then you don't get to
that.
claim Alex Smith. But
Right. But every conference should.
It's kind of fun that
24 number 1 overall pick.
Well, they had a hype video a couple years ago for football during the football season,
and it played on the field.
Yeah,
it was this field that was digital, and the video was on the field while they were playing.
And half of them, the things they were claiming were like from Oklahoma and Texas, who were clearly on their way out.
Yeah.
The Big 12, all these things, so-and-so Heisman,
Yeah,
so-and-so
yeah.
national championships. I'm like, I don't think you know what's
Well,
coming.
They were cashing while they could cash.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked the year that at the SEC tournament they claimed Norm Stewart as an SEC legend.
Yeah. The SEC network has those SEC legends, and he's like some Drew Lock. You're going, or I guess Drew Lock was, but someone like Kellen Winslow.
It's like George
SEC.
Rogers. Like George Rogers was an independent when he won the.
Kellen Winslow.
Or he was in the
legend.
ACC. I can't remember which. Where South Carolina was.
He
but
was
George
independent
Rogers
at the
was
time,
independent.
Brought to you by.
Easy, Benetti. Easy.
Sorry. I think that guy is just awful.
Not Jason Benetti.
No,
the
Benetti's
sports
awesome.
Benetti's great.
Love to know whose uncle that is.
We just gave away some La Feta Delicatessen, La Feta Italian Delicatessen. You got graduation parties coming up. La Feta caters. You need 24 to 48 hours. Give them notice because everything is as fresh as it possibly gets. The best sandwiches in town. All right, La Feta Delicatessen. They're on the southeast corner of 143rd and Metcalf. Go see Adam and his great staff. Tell them you heard about it right here on 810. Once you go once, you'll be going all the time. LaFetaDeli.com to find them online. We're at K10 and Ridgeview at Family Leisure. Their big spa sale going on right now, plus discounts on pool tables, pools, pool and pool table. Right? Very different objects, but both great sales.
I wouldn't mix
patio
them.
furniture.
I would not mix them. I would not try to turn your pool table into a
Although
pool or put your pool table in the pool.
If there's a way to float a pool table and
They
place
could
some
figure it out.
pool in a pool,
Oh, that would be
I
badass.
think they would have it figured out.
Yeah, they'd sell it here.
They got a floating speaker.
Be a new
We're
Olympic
giving that
sport.
away.
Pool in the pool.
Yeah.
Be the answer to water polo. How about water pool?
Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. Come on out, 10440 South Ridgeview, and save 10% on anything you buy before 6:30. Get out of here before 6:30. They are taking care of you. And by the way, that Sundance Spa sale runs through the weekend. So if you can't get here today, just make sure you get here sometime between now and the end of business on Sunday. Blair, tell me, Tyron Stokes going to work better than it worked with Darren Peterson?
Well, if he doesn't miss 10 games in November and December, I think it would has a better chance.
Stating
of
the
working.
obvious there, Blair.
I think it has
Stating the obvious.
better chance. I think that's the.
Nice. Well done, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. When we talk about the Jayhawks of 25-26, you can't not include the fact that Darren Peterson was unavailable for a third of it, and you don't plan on that. And what did Kansas go into the season top 10 last year with?
No,
they
were
were
18.
Oh, okay, with 18, and they finished. That's right, because they finished 19. They
Yeah.
finished about where they were projected to finish. And this team with Stokes, I think I saw Gary Parrish got him in at 25 or 26,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and a lot of the narratives this week have been, well, Kansas got the top guy in the nation, but the team really stinks. They got
I heard
nobody.
that. I've also seen them up at like 7.
Yeah, I heard some people say they're going to be a top 10
Well,
team.
this
First
is-
person I mean, Gary Parrish,
who we respect immensely, right?
he says something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we have
let's-
pay
let's
attention.
listen to this.
He knows better what's going on nationally than anybody. So
Yeah.
I absolutely respect his opinion. I think that this is going to be a case where the local media has a better handle on this, and even though their numbers weren't good at all, players like Paul Mbaya and Cole Rosario, I think anyway, have a chance to be pretty good next
Yeah.
year. And Kansas gets no credit for having those two guys back.
Right.
So him, the other 5-star, Stokes, the other 5-star recruit,
Kalen Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny, the transfer, the shooting transfer from Toledo, who's 42 on threes. I think
7-footer from Charlotte.
yeah, I think they have a chance to be pretty good, and I think this team may set up better than last year's team.
There's not the acclaim around Stokes, and I think part of that is because he's not as good of an NBA prospect. Now, take the I've got cramps and I'm not going to play part of Darren Peterson. Just Darren Peterson's pure game. If Darren Peterson played every game, all the minutes he should, he's a surefire number one because he can shoot.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Although the shooting really kind of went away once he started playing all the time. So maybe he can't shoot as well as we think. But, he's supposed to be a 3-level scorer, and Stokes does not have the 3-point part of his game. And so I think part of why they're not going to be as bullish on KU is there's going to be some people that are like, he's the number one player, and all number one players are automatically Kevin Durant. No, because Kevin Durant wasn't even the number one player in his class. He just ended up being the best player when it was all said and done. But I do think that it's possible that he comes out, he only hits a handful of threes, but he is a way better college player. I do think Bill Self's got to find more shooting, but I think part of the reason that they're not getting as much credit is because he's not as good a pro prospect, but he can still be more productive for Kansas without being as good a pro prospect. And that's even on and that's not even just playing more games. I mean, he can be more productive if he is he's not he's not 6'6", 290, he's 6'7", 230. But if he would have a Zion Williams was a more impactful player for Duke than Darren Peterson was for Kansas.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
Darren Peterson is a better
pro prospect
if he's going to play all the time.
That's right, if he's healthy.
Right? And so that's what this kid can be. He can be the better college player while not being as good a pro prospect.
I saw it was one of the ESPN shows earlier this week that had, or maybe it was CBS, I can't remember, that broke down comparing this situation, Stokes at Kansas, to Cade Cunningham at Oklahoma State and Ben Simmons at LSU. Great players, potential overall number one draft picks on teams that didn't even get to the NCAA. I think Cunningham did get to the NCAA tournament with his team.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he? I thought that was the big
I'm
rub.
pretty sure. Maybe
Because
I thought I
they
remember
were
listening to them
or
play.
were they on probation that year? Or
that's what it was.
I think they were on probation.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because of him. It was for another reason. But he decided to stay at Oklahoma State and
Because
play
they
it
hired
out.
his brother to be a coach.
Right.
That
And-
seemed to have an impact.
But it wasn't a team that would have been a top 4 seed or something. And so I looked at that, caught my attention. I didn't know that was the perception that Kansas is seen like as a team like that.
They might be right. I think they also might be wrong, in that we are now evaluating the players' performance at college based upon where they're going to be drafted.
That's right.
And you can be really good in college without being the top pick. Like they draft on the upside potential and to play a different game. To play a game, although college is getting more NBA-like with the guys that are staying, I was going to say, hey, I've seen him listed as 6'7", 230 power forward.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you go 6'7", 230 power forward in the NBA, you need to be Barkley or Zion or, you have to be a very special player to play the 4 at 6'7", because you're probably really 6'5 and a half or 6'5 and 3/4. You got to be a special guy. But college is getting bigger, but I still think he can just, be like he's shooting 62%. He thunders down the lane. He's dunking everything. He's going to the free throw line all the time.
Can he take over a game without being a 42% 3-point shooter?
I think you can in college. Could he go take over a game against this year's Michigan? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe there are going to be some teams that are his kryptonite. But I think the hope is that he'll come in like that. Like if you're Kansas, if you're Bill Self and you watch the way Michigan played, you're like, I'm putting two bigs out there. Mm-hmm. And if he finds a way to get Mbia and the Charlotte kid out there on the floor at the same time, and then Stokes plays the wing, and he's going to play big. I mean, because there were times Michigan was like 7'2", 6'10", 6'10".
Yeah, it looked like a volleyball team.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
The UAB kid was 6'9" or 6'10".
Yeah.
And so if he's like, okay, I can go big, then and Stokes can play the wing, they can be really big, right? I mean,
yeah. And are they? I know they're out of the running for the Cincinnati big guy. I forgot where he ended up transferring to. But how about the Arizona State big guy? That
he just chose. Was it Oregon?
Did he? Diop or Jop? I forgot how to
Gonzaga.
pronounce it. Jop. Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. You nailed it. It's up there by Oregon. Close enough.
That's right.
What are we splitting hairs here, Kyle? Settle down.
That was Thunderdome. He was adamant that I correct you.
Oh, well, has he done the task I asked him to do?
Yeah, I sent you the answer. Look at your phone.
Oh, what?
He doesn't look at his
It's the contempt
phone.
in his voice
He doesn't look at his
that we're going to have to talk about
phone.
tomorrow morning, Blair. It's the contempt in the voice that I could live without. I got nothing from you. Thunderdome says 11 teams won their league but did not make the tourney. Where's the list, Kyle?
Why isn't it color-coded?
Show your work.
Kyle? Where's the list?
Momsilovich hasn't
Oh, he is
committed
not
either, so I don't know. He's
I've
From
got
Iowa
the list.
State.
Would
Yeah,
you
but
like
I
me
don't
to
think
read it
he-
off?
Yes, read off the list.
All right. Central Arkansas, Portland State, UC Irvine, UNC Wilmington, Liberty, Yale. What is that? Merrimack, Belmont, Navy, Bethune-Cookman, Utah Valley.
Oh, you love Navy.
Bethune.
Navy deserved to be on that list.
Yeah, I heard a cackle. Navy.
So I think we need to get to 96 to make that work. To put 11
yeah.
of those in.
There's that many.
So let's go.
You're all for it.
I'm all for it. I think it'd be great. Get to at least 80 and let's put those schools in. Some years it'll be more, some years it'll be less. That would be my guess. Blair Kirchhoff is here. We don't guess about anything when Blair Kirchhoff is with us. We're at Family Leisure, K10 in Ridgeview. The final weekend of the Sundance Spa Sale, plus we got giveaways going on a couple times an hour. Come take advantage of it. It's here at Family We'll do this again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here at Family Leisure, K10 in Ridgeview, basically the southwest corner of K10 in Ridgeview. Find them online at familyleisure.com. All right, you're in the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB as we broadcast it from the best places in Kansas City, Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. It is the spot to stock up on everything you need to have fun with the family this summer. You can get the pools, the hot tubs, the spas. Big spa sale going on right now. The Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Buy a Sundance Spa, get your choice of a free infrared sauna, free fire pit, or a free love seat set. Plus, you can take advantage of great deals on swimming pools, on pool tables, saunas, patio furniture. Come on in. You can save 10%. If you buy by 6:30, you're getting off work right now, get on over here. If you've been meaning to get that new lounge chair for out on the patio, if you need some new pool furniture, come on in and save 10% if you buy by 6:30 tonight. It's the program live at Family Leisure. It's Blair Kirkhoff with us, brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse, framekc.com, where you can find them online, the best at framing your sports memorabilia. Go to framekc.com. Blair, what was it? The Red Bird Capital?
Oh, yeah, a little venture capital, a little
capital
Big 12.
Big 12.
They're giving schools an option to get involved or not.
Up to $30 million.
Up to $30 million at almost 10% interest.
Oh, what a great deal.
What a great deal. I can't believe. We need to talk about this next week.
Yeah, we need to give it more time. We ran out of time. We got behind. Blair, great stuff as always. Appreciate it. We will talk more about the infusion of capital at a Louis the Fish rate next week.
Sounds good.
All right, how many times in NBA history have two number one overall picks each scored 45 points in the same game? Brought to you by La Feta Delicatessen.
Fourth quarter of the program begins right now as we finish strong here on a Thursday, broadcasting live at one of our favorite spots on earth. We're here. K10 and Ridgeview is the location of Family Leisure, locally owned and operated for more than 25 years and celebrating a great sale. This is the final weekend. If you can get here today, great. If you can get here today and buy before 6:30, save 10%. Tell me I'm here. Heard about it on the program. Want to save 10%. Get you some patio furniture. Get you, you name it. You can take advantage. Any purchase made before 6:30 today gets an extra 10% off. We got the spas, the Sundance Spas Wellness Sale going on through the weekend. Buy one of the Sundance Wellness Spas. Get your choice of either a free infrared sauna, which are very popular these days, free fire pit, or a free love seat set, here at Family Leisure. You can take advantage on discounts for swimming pools, pool tables, saunas, discounted patio furniture as well. Might I recommend the Adirondack chairs? They are unbelievably comfortable. Love them. You will love them as well. Get in here as fast as you can. If you can't make it today, no problem. They're here for you. They've been here for 25-plus years. They'll be here for 25 more. Locally owned and operated right here in Kansas City. Great staff, friendly people, and, of course, great products. I mentioned my patio furniture I've had for 22 years now, and it's still awesome. So
can confirm.
It's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life, without a doubt, hands down. Right here at Family Leisure. So come see them. Great KC company, great KC people with a great sale going on right now through the weekend, and you can save an additional 10% if you get here by 6:30. Let's get you the things you need to know. Royals lose today. Momentum, not so much. 6-3, the A's win. They take 2 out of 3 from the series. The Royals will head off to Seattle now for a 3-game set before coming home with 7 big games with the Tigers and Guardians. Today, the losing pitcher, Noah Cameron, 5 1/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. I like that he guts it out through 5+, but at some point you got to be getting through 5+ and being effective.
Yes, and not being well over 90 pitches.
Yeah.
They said momentum's as good as your next day starting pitcher. Well, he wasn't very good today, and the momentum is gone.
Yeah, he was looking like a guy that was much more than a 5. The stuff, the fielding independent pitching number said he wasn't as good as the 2.99 ERA that he would post. That's proving to be the case this year. The league is adjusted. We'll see if he can adjust back, but he gives up 5 runs, 4 earned, and 5 1/3. John Schreiber gave up another run over his 1 2/3. Alex Lang, 1 inning of zeros in relief, but at that point it was damage control and don't use too much of the bullpen. Maikel Garcia, 3 for 5 with a couple of runs and a homer in this one. That is home run number 3 for Maikel Garcia. The other home run for the Royals, of course, the most likely of places, Elias Diaz.
Yes.
The third catcher hits a solo home run. 3 hits for Starling Marte today. Nobody else more than 1 hit on the day for the Royals.
10 hits, but 12 left on base and only 1 of 8 with runners in scoring position, which usually when you even if you have those numbers, you hit a couple balls over the fence, you feel pretty good about scoring more than 3 runs. And this didn't happen.
3 extra base hits.
3 extra base hits, yeah. 7 singles. And how many walks do they have? Only 2 walks? They got 4 walks.
They drew 4 walks.
But
2 from Bobby Witt Jr. He goes 0 for 3, but walks twice. So still has a 400 on base today, even without getting a base hit. A walk for Nick Lofton and a walk for Michael Massey. So rough day for the Royals.
Got down early and couldn't dig out.
They head off for Seattle. Is the momentum dead? Or can if they – because we said 3-3 we'd take on this road trip. So if they can take 2 out of 3 out of Seattle, they accomplish that. Will that keep the momentum alive?
I think it'll get it back going in the right direction, but I don't – it wasn't what we had hoped after Monday night's win. You've got now 4 in a row, an official streak. You've done it against 2 different teams in 2 different places, 1 on the road. And you were feeling pretty good heading into the next 2. To drop both of them in a span of less than 24 hours and have to go somewhere else and play on the road against a team that hasn't been tearing it up. It has been a little better of late, but they're a 500 team, winnable game. Take 2 out of 3 there and come back home. You feel a little bit better, but you're not going forward right now. You're kind of stuck in neutral, and when you're a team that's 6 games under 500, neutral's not where you need to be.
You know, I think the Vinny Pascantino back injury is a gut punch.
It is.
I mean, I think that
and I'm not as hopeful as I'd like to be about that no longer becoming an issue. Like him, I think this might be something that drags on for quite a while, because he's clearly, it didn't just flare up this week. It's something's been bothering him for a while, and I have to wonder if is he at any point in this season going to be free of that. I'm not convinced.
That's scary, and it's a guy who was finally putting the injury thing behind him with last year's performance. You're like, okay, maybe he just had a bad run of luck, and now a back injury.
28-year-old season, is ready for continue that power burst and be one of the best power, particularly the way he hit in the WBC. I realize that's WBC, but he seemed like he was swinging the bat and feeling pretty good. And here we are on April 30th, and it's quite a different story.
Yeah, Vinny Pasquantino did pinch hit today, so he went 0 for 1. But you know, so they're not ILing him, but you know, you need more than a pinch hitter.
Yes.
For Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah.
So
the offense doesn't work if he's not in it.
Yeah, can that bat get better if he's still swinging the bat, or do they need to just shut him down? Or is this the kind of thing where it's going to be like this, hit and miss all year? That's a big blow.
Yeah,
like they, you know, we haven't really talked much about Jonathan India being out, because I don't think we were seeing a whole lot. Jonathan India was okay last year, and I, for one, am optimistic that a Nick Lofton, Michael Massey platoon would be as good or better than Jonathan India, because I think Massey's got power, and I think Lofton's figured out how to get on base at the big league level, which he did at a great level. I did a great job of it down at the minor league level. So, to me, that one didn't concern me, but it's clearly robbing depth.
Yes.
If nothing else, but now if Vinny Pasquantino's not out there, now you're starting to take on water, and we've talked about it. There is not. We'll talk about it with Jeff Passan. By the way, a conversation I had earlier today because of Jeff's Sports Center duties. We talked before today's game. He's a big deal.
Yeah, when you're the number one guy, you're busy. People want to talk to you.
Special Final Four with Passan, though.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so there's a theme.
Okay, cool.
So, little teaser about the Passan Final Four. But how about Jack Caglione not playing first base?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't understand that.
I mean, it doesn't look like they want Caglione to play first, regardless of
who's
pitching and who's available.
Yeah.
Was a left-hander, Jeffrey Springs, going today for the A's, so I get that. So I'm not necessarily just talking about today, but yesterday wasn't a left-hander, right? And he was not at first base.
I think you're right.
And so, you know,
I don't know if that's perhaps a question worth asking when he comes back, when they come back to town. Is you just not want him to do anything? If he's going to be in the field, he's going to be in the outfield.
You don't want him to long to play the position he really wants to play. Like, what is this? Like,
I don't.
Well, we don't want to tease him. We need him to embrace the outfield. Well, everyone else has position flexibility, but the guy who came up with a first baseman doesn't play first when your first baseman's down.
Yes.
The catcher plays first.
I don't get that. Yeah, he DH'd last night, and Severino on the mound, so that's a righty.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the lineup.
Yeah.
Last night, but
at DH and not.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about that as deeply, because now it does seem more of a trend, because Pasquantino's played for the most part. Even when he was struggling, he was at least playing. So the fact that when he's not in the game, he stays. Caglione either DHs or plays right field, and someone else plays first, is a little puzzling to me.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. Puzzling would be
kind.
Yeah, would be kind.
Yes.
But we'll see. We'll see if we get an explanation on it. I don't know.
Because it felt like a year ago the reason why he played right field is because they already had a first baseman. So if he already has, if they don't, why isn't he there?
Yeah.
I didn't think last year that he was playing right field because they felt like
this is his position of the
that's
future.
His position, and they didn't want him to move anywhere else. It was because, well, we already got a first baseman, and he's pretty good. He's an all-star.
What if you had moved Vinny Pasquantino after a 32-homer season? We all agree that Vinny Pasquantino's worth more than his numbers, but there is an injury history there. I mean, are we going to end up regretting what?
I think they might.
Yeah.
I think they just might, because the back thing, that's not, well, he's got a You know, if it's a joint or ligament, or he didn't hurt his toe, or he's pinky or something keeping him out. But the back, I mean, it only controls your entire body. Other than that, it doesn't.
Other than that, no
there's
big
not
deal.
much. I mean, it only almost every single thing you do in your life, all you have to do is have a bad back one day, and you realize just how important that is. Now, if that's the situation, and you're a baseball player, how can that? I am puzzled by the pinch hitting though, because it sounded like going into last night or maybe it was Monday. That it was, he's available to swing, but probably not play the field. Well, is it problem throwing, but he can take hacks?
Yeah,
Well,
it is pretty.
I don't know why that's
hitting would seem to be the thing that's the hardest on the back. But
I would think
I'm not a doctor.
As much his torque as he gets into his swing, that's not a Bobby Witt Jr. swing. That's not compact. There's some movement there. There's some violent movement there.
NFL news: 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Calais Campbell is going back to the Baltimore Ravens, a 1-year, $5.5 million deal to the Ravens. I would like to have seen Calais Campbell be part of the equation here.
I wouldn't have minded.
They've got 4. He'd be a 5th defensive tackle. But I think Calais Campbell, still at almost 40 years old, plays at a high level. College basketball news: John Wall is going to become the basketball president of operations at Howard. He's from the D.C. area. Basketball ops. President of basketball ops at Howard.
It's kind of a cool gig.
It is. I'm not sure. What is that, like a GM? Is that what he's doing? Is he scouting the portal? I'm interested, or is it just name association that John Wall's here? I'm not sure how that works. Duke is entering into a first-of-its-kind enterprise partnership with Amazon. It includes the retail giant and streaming service televising 3 marquee men's college basketball games next season. Duke is going to play UConn in Las Vegas and Michigan at Madison Square Garden, Gonzaga in Detroit, and it's going to be on prime. Like, how is this not part of the television? Like, the ACC doesn't do how that works, or
I'm lost in modern.
Yeah.
And that type of thing. It's too many changes.
We're at Family Leisure, K10 and Ridgeview. Come on out, take advantage. You got till 6:30 to save 10% on your purchase. Right now, the spa sale goes on through the weekend. Final weekend of the Sundance Spa Wellness Sale. Buy a Sundance Spa. Get your choice of free infrared sauna, a free fire pit, or a free love seat set. It's here at Family Leisure. K10 and Ridgeview. Come on out. Discounts throughout the store and save 10% extra if you buy before 6:30 tonight.